derivative Jill.
There she is. There she is.
Welcome to Jill's.
You know, I really wish they'd let us play music up here. Make these long trips go by a lot faster.
It's against regulations.
Yeah, I never understood that.
They just don't want us having a dance party when a proximity alert goes off.
See, that's a dumb reason. Because we'd already be on our feet, ready for action.
Hello and welcome to Shore Leave number 50, and just so excited to talk to you today about stuff and things that we've been noticing around, that we've seen. And oh no, Franco says hello, Jill, Scotty, and Jedi, and goodbye stream. Oh no, why is the stream going goodbye?
It's a drive-by appreciation.
But also, I want to welcome in the chat Assimilating Knowledge. Hello, I think I just met you the other day on Twitter. You saw my post about my channel. YouTube's been knocking out some accounts, possibly some robots or some accounts with some subscribers, and he noticed I exist, and I noticed he exists, and it's just good thing to meet each other. Good to meet you, Assimilating Knowledge. And also hello to let's say hello to the panel first before we get back to the chat, but I was just excited to see you there. Hello to Scotty R37. How are you doing on this Friday? End of the month Friday.
You know what? I'm through with taking falls. I'm bouncing off the walls. Without that gun, I'd have some fun and kick you in the
Shin?
nose. Wait, nose doesn't rhyme with walls. No, but this does.
Oh, Nim says halls. Kick you in the halls.
Anyway, just having Roger Rabbit flashbacks. That's all.
Yeah, Roger Rabbit was really. We just talked about that recently. Although I don't have that particular clip, I do have a few of these still kicking around. What do I have? Don't I still have some Roger Rabbit here for no reason?
Oh my!
I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way.
There we go. A little Q&A for a Friday.
Or the one that you identify with really, really deeply.
No, not at any time. Only when it was funny.
Yes.
Go ahead. Sorry.
And I'd like to welcome also Jedi Master 2022. It's your second time here on my channel. How's your Friday going?
My Friday's going good. I'm just looking forward to this, doing my morning routine and working on some things of my own on my channel and slowly gathering some subscriptions. I'm not too worried about it. I'm in it for the fun and I'm not even in it to make any kind of money. I'm just here to have a great time and talk about the things I love.
Well, that's great. That's great to come up with a game plan, a schedule of what you want to do, list of things to do every day. That's a great way to start. I think that's good.
But as Jedi Master 2022's lawyer, I would like to say that his previous statement is incorrect. If you want to send him money, please feel free.
No, I will donate and do super chats on other pages and stuff.
There you go. Spread the love.
Well, I think he's saying he's a new channel. He wants to earn it first.
I want to work and earn it. I want to build something, and I just, I
that's a
like
good way
your
to go.
clips and stuff. All the stuff that you guys do, your animation and stuff. I'm still trying to learn how to. I got some funny things from Lost in Space where I want to do Lost in Dr. Smith screams, like a little clips like you show, stuff like that. Robot insults with Dr. Smith are my favorite.
Thank heavens he's gone.
Yeah, like that. That's the stuff I want to do. I watched an episode last night called Wild Adventure, season 2, episode 2, and I was in tears crying when Dr. Smith and the robot were going at it, and then Mark Major West tried to choke him to death. But we can talk about that later.
Major West tried to choke him to death. Well, wait, what
Always
season was
does.
that one?
Season 2, episode
right.
2, when he was trying to get
Okay,
him.
then I had to.
They got back into space, and the robot he plotted a chat back to Earth, but the sun was right smack dab in the calculations, and he pulled the robot's power pack out so he wouldn't snitch on him.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it's
that's okay. Yeah, and that's rude, of course. You don't just pull out somebody's power pack. That's like Data also has a off switch in a place that's easy to reach. Why did it's just kind of a thing that happens sometimes. But we're gonna say hello to the chat in just a minute. I'm doing this thing where I'm trying to write down names because the bot is not collecting the names properly. So I think I got it. So I want to say hello though. I got Padawannabe up here. He's got a channel, but also he spends a lot of time with Appion. So if it's good, if you're happy to see Padawannabe, you want to see more of him, check out Appion, and you will find him. And of course, when Booger is here, there's something we have to do.
It's a requirement.
Why is that one showing up?
Booger. He likes it when I say
Booger. Yes, we must have both. You say Booger, yes. And he says Booger.
2 boogers.
But
there's only one 0. Good one. Actually, there's 414 boogers, and the 414th is our favorite.
Yes. They got it right finally in the 414th
yes.
one. Old Man Bird was the first in the chat today. Let's see if he shows up again later on.
Old Man Bird.
DJ Knight.
Hey, DJ.
Hello, DJ Knight. Naladoc says he might try to show. I don't want to get anybody too excited about seeing him, but he's thinking about it. But there he is in the chat at least. And also we have another special guest here today who has decided to say hello. I want to say a little bit hello to the chat first before I bring you on. Gap After Dark, I want to say hello to you. Oh, what the heck. Hello to Tony from the Stark of Iron channel.
The second album. Why,
hello. Good to see you this morning. How are you doing?
I woke up a bit early. Got to work on my schedule a little bit later for the Starcast tomorrow, but I do have a little bit of time to swing by for a hullabaloo and howdy do and Rusty
That's exactly
Nails,
what we're doing now.
Timbuktu.
We're saying hello to the chat right now. This part, we say hi to Gap After Dark. And who are you talking to, Jedi Master? Oh. Sentai Ranger Donnie's here. Hello, Sentai Ranger Donnie.
Hey, more phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Tony. Sorry, I was muted.
Oh, you're fine, dude. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah. I could use a nice shore leave on that planet. Yeah, right. Exactly. Shore leave planet. Before we had Risa, before we had holodecks, we had the shore leave planet where your dreams can come true in robot form. Wes Kagel's here too.
Hey, Wes Kagel.
Why, hello there.
What is it in Shore Leave, the Next Generation episode when it's Captain's Holiday, when it's like, do you seek Jamaharan? Is that what it is? Jamaharan?
Oh, Captain's Holiday? Yeah. The little statue you gotta carry.
Yeah,
you gotta carry that statue around.
The little trophy that says you're DTF.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that way people don't get harassed unnecessarily when they're actually for the tropical paradise part and not necessarily.
Unless Riker slips you a little action figure, literally.
Oh no, he wouldn't. No, Riker.
That's how he did it. That's how he got it. That's how Picard got it. Riker said, he was like, "You should take this to Risa. It's a good time. It'll make sure that everybody knows you're friendly." And then
No,
that's when
don't.
everybody keeps
Yes.
coming up and saying, "So, are you DTF?" And he's like, "I want
Okay.
to read Dickens."
But
And they're
you're
like, "Yeah."
presenting Riker a little incorrectly. You're right in that he gets down, and he would have that statue, but he wouldn't manipulate anybody. He's the one who actually likes to be taken advantage of. If you see the way that
Yeah. No, you're not
he
wrong.
accepts. Okay, good. Because this is one thing I've really noticed about Riker versus Kirk is that Kirk has game, but Riker accepts.
Kirk's
what
a
happens to
dom
him.
and Riker is a sub.
Yeah, kind of.
Anyway, moving on. We're only 11 minutes in, and I'm already talking about the sexual proclivities of fictional characters. We got to stop.
Well, that
Joe.
checks out. I mean,
I
you
know,
are-
but it's too much.
Nah, it's never enough with you.
Oh, you flatter.
And I
What
think
guys?
did I say hi to everybody?
No,
Lemon
no,
pie.
no.
See, I don't want to forget you, Lemon Pie. I'm really happy you're here.
Lemon.
Let's see.
La Lemon.
And Matt G. Yeah, see, that's why I can't scroll too fast. Matt G had me go check out Culture Casino earlier. He was just like, "Oh, do you ever go there?" It's good to say hi to him. He's really sweet man.
Culture's awesome. We're going to be working on something in the near future, him and I. So it's very excited for that.
Mm-hmm. The Trek reviewer is here too. How lucky am I?
Yeah. So on a scale out of 5, Trek reviewer, what would you give Captain's Holiday?
Oh, that's a good question.
He's asking for a friend.
Hard.
I seek Jamaharan or whatever it is.
That's the friend.
Ricard went looking for, some relaxing vacation and found an adventure and a recurring girlfriend.
Oh, Vosh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, although eventually she does leave him for Q.
I know, right?
Well, and so we're ready for our story for today.
Very early to get into Filthy Fridays, but don't you think it's kind of weird in Picard season 2? Picard wasn't mad at Q. It's like, you stole my girlfriend kind of thing.
He didn't say that. I don't know. I didn't watch more than two or three or four episodes
I couldn't
of that.
handle the first episode. I was totally horrified watching Picard. They murdered it.
They did.
They did. They did murder him. That is true.
They murdered
They literally murdered him.
Murdered
too,
Star Trek.
Well,
they murdered Star Trek with the first episode of Star Trek Discovery. So,
but don't you think, that was
painful?
Yes. But don't you think it would have been nice if they had just referenced Vosh? Anyway.
Yeah. Well, you're always hoping for that. You're always hoping that someone's going to reference Vosh if it's Picard. If it's Data, you want them to mention Tasha.
Yeah. I do enjoy the lost loves.
Yeah, you do. I'm really delighted today for no particular reason. So, if I laugh at things that aren't really funny, I'm not Anyway, There's a long... I have been following the story ever since it started last year. Well, I mean, whenever it started. And it was just a 10-day tour that these astronauts were meant to go on. Barry Wilmore, Sunita Williams were just supposed to go up on the Starliner for 10 days and then come back, and everything was supposed to be hunky-dory. But things were not so. There were problems with the ship. I know this is a couple weeks old news, but I've been following this on the channel and I want to close it up. So, yeah, they were up there and there were problems with the ship, and they had to transfer. It started making these weird noises. There were errors with it and everything, and so they had to move to the International Space Station where they were stuck. Instead of a 10-day trip, it ended up being a 286-day trip.
A 3-hour tour. A 3-hour tour. Yes. The cosmos started getting rough. Anyway.
Mm-hmm. And so they threw the garbage Starliner ship back on Earth, and finally, a couple weeks ago, when did it happen? March 18th. Finally, SpaceX Dragon came to pick them up, or came to relieve them, and the ship in which they got back to Earth on was already up there on the International Space Station, but they had to wait until the next crew came to relieve them. Like in Star Trek when they say you're relieved. And then yeah, so that is good. That is good news. It's unfortunate it took so long that we left them up there so long, but they had a safe trip and were greeted by dolphins.
Mhm.
So
was a
long, and
beautiful
thanks
day.
for all the fish.
I was
was a
going to
great-
say that. That's how you know that the Earth is not doomed, is that the dolphins haven't left yet.
Correct.
Yes, exactly. Jedi Master, are you trying to add something to this?
Yeah, the thing is the Starliner has been flawed since its inception because of the way it was built. There's the helium in the doghouse thrusters, basically, that deorbit burn. That's why they had so much trouble docking, and each time the same issue because they would overheat and then they'd have to shut down certain portions of the doghouse thrusters, and that's why they didn't want to send Sonny and Butch back in the Starliner in case they couldn't do a deorbit burn or even
Yeah.
push off the space station. It was that's why they autonomously brought it back.
Right, they didn't want to
And
risk their lives unnecessarily.
that thing's
When
a
it
piece
was
of
iffy.
crap.
It is too bad. It is too bad about that, huh?
What a waste
I wonder
of
how
money.
many space station domestic quarrels happened. It was like, I wasn't even supposed to spend this much time with you.
No, they were actually, from all the reports I've seen, they were actually not
Enjoyed
very
being
upset
there.
about it. They were happy. They were happy to continue their mission. They love being astronauts, and they just moved on with it and did some experiments up there, helped with some science, and
They
they
just bumped
real
half a crew nine.
Starfleet material up there.
That's all they did. They bumped half a crew nine. They sent up 2 astronauts, so there would be 2 spots, and then they brought back crew nine all together, and they just stayed, and the other 2 astronauts went up in crew 10. It made, economically, it made sense as well.
Mm-hmm.
Booger 414 says, as
Yes.
far ahead as we are in space travel, why do we not have rescue ships ready to go?
They had ships up there.
It's a good question.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you like? Do you
I
think
don't
it's?
understand it.
Do you think it's a general sort of malaise when it comes to, or ennui? I don't know why I'm waxing poetic about it, but like earthbound people don't seem all that interested in space exploration, or at least I don't know, the masses. I feel like it's the same kind of thing as when, like, I'm a Star Trek fan, but if you were to put that in the population of the Earth, you're talking about what, like 30% of the people on Earth, and I think that's generous. But the people who are like, yeah, no, we need more spaceships, I think that they're in the minority. We need a moon base, said 3 million
Me?
people out of the billions. I don't know, and I'm not trying to be a downer. I just think that it's a lack of public interest, which is a shame, and I'm ashamed. But yeah, I think
They should be ashamed because they need to realize just how much humanity has benefited from space travel in our everyday lives, and lots of inventions that they enjoy exist because of NASA's work.
yeah,
It's
And
imperative.
now also
I think
all
the
the
reason
commercial
why,
space travels
if I may,
companies
if I
also.
may interject here, I think the reason why space travel is not really accepted by most people is simply because it's still out of our grasp to do anything outside of our own backyard. It's not.
yeah,
And it's due to our. A lot of people don't know this, but it's due to our periodic table. We are synthesizing our elements at this point. We don't have any other natural occurring elements that we can mine and mix and create alloys from, composite metals from. The the first risk of space travel, long distance, long term, is
what
being
kind of
able
metals
to
are you
stop
wanting to make? What's going on?
Heavy
What metals do we
metal.
need?
heavy, like metals that are capable of taking a penny-sized piece of space debris.
Hi, Max. We know you're there.
Oh yes. Yes. I was just about to.
Hey, Max.
In space.
You know what? Playing some fanfare. There you go. But as I was saying, like,
thank you, Tony.
we don't have the alloys design or the metals that are able to take a piece of space debris traveling at 80,000 miles an hour without depressurizing and capsizing what little capsules we have. So if you're traveling at a high speed yourself, then the speed of anything you're impacting is going to have a relative inertia to it. Whether it's at rest or not doesn't matter. You're going to cut through your ship like hot butter. We don't have metals capable of handling that kind of punishment. And if something as trivial as space debris is going to keep us in our own backyard, I got news for you. We're going to be in our own backyard. And there's no way around.
Okay. But that has nothing. Yeah, that makes sense, and it would be really great to be able to explore further. But in this case, instance, we're just talking about being able to bring our astronauts, our workers, our service members home from orbit.
It's a sad state of affairs that we can't do that.
There's three things here on Earth that really keep me here on Earth and make me averse to space travel. That's gravity, protection from radiation, and normal plumbing.
Yeah.
Normal plumbing,
well, it's true. They do have to go differently.
But I'm not lackadaisical about it. I know we eventually need to expand. That the future is out there. We need that Star Trek technology. Look at I've lost my fiber internet since yesterday at 5:00, and now I'm on a mobile hotspot off of my phone. And I feel like I'm in the dark ages. This isn't America. This isn't even Russia.
My internet went out yesterday, and I had to go buy a newspaper. What am I, Amish?
Do you have power?
Yeah. What happened was there was just a 1 second flash power outage, and it was the whole island, the whole place. It was like everywhere. I thought it was just a building, but it was like the entire town for like just a second. And it must have tripped something down the line. It just must have tripped something down the line with the internet, a router or something. It's like, well, luckily the cable is still there. So
okay, well, that's good. At least you do have power, and you do have food and everything. So it's just
when I say I'm living in the dark ages, I'm being quite fatuous.
Well, the internet is a series of tubes, from what I understand.
Yes.
Actually, that as much as people make fun of that is actually kind of true.
Pretty much.
Just bombard your crystals with photons, and you can crystallize your dollar.
Watch Rex says, "Show me those ankles, baby." Some Amish cheater.
The funny thing about the information age is, people will do whatever they can to be as fast as possible. I used to work on a trading floor, and when everything started going to the screens, there was a company that quite secretly built a almost straight 700 and some mile dark fiber optic line that went from the data centers of the Chicago exchanges to the data centers of the New York exchanges, strictly for the purpose of doing a round turn trade in less than 15 milliseconds.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yep.
I saw a document, like they were talking about the financial. It was the GameStop short, and they were talking about that in terms of you could short something and do it within like a second, and then reverse
milliseconds.
Under a second, milliseconds. Yeah. And then you could just completely turn around on that and make whatever money you would make. But it was all based on computers as opposed to the human element, which actually I think makes it fair. But people are going to exploit the tools.
Oh yeah, because you see these shots from the New York Stock Exchange. In reality, there's so little business done on the exchange. Like if you have 1 million shares, you're just going to tell a program to parse it up into 100 share lots and do it 10,000 times. Over,
like Superman 3. Yeah,
exactly. It's yeah. I don't like ruminating on it because I was going to make that my career.
Dude, if I knew how money worked, I wouldn't be here right now.
Anyway,
I want to make sure to say hello to Miss Sparkles and also Greek Letters Larson, who's very, I suppose, excited to see Tony on the panel because he's grabbing the vodka. So
I seem to have this ability to influence people to drink. It could be because A, I'm either too annoying to deal with sober, or B, I just am a party animal.
What? No, I love you sober.
I'm immune to
however
that.
you want to be
to
here.
you, Tony.
No. I'm cracking wise. Being fun.
Okay. No offense.
I am sober, and again, when it comes to these long form panel shows, unless it's a Stark party, I'm not drinking. I don't.
Yeah, and I can also listen to your sober both ways. Also.
Hey, yo, Tony. Just no offense. It's like this: when I drink, I become an a-hole, and I like to be an a-hole when I want, not like because I drink something. You know what I mean? Yo.
Adrian.
I will stick to herbal.
Comic Relief Crusader. It's good to see you, sir.
Yo, dude.
CRC is here. CRC is here.
Yeah, the Comic Relief Crusader's here. Hello.
How's it going?
Great to see you.
It's a rare chance that I get to come on here and say hello to everybody.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello there.
Yeah, it is really rare to see you here. Well, I was talking about space. We were talking about the Starliner crew because it was something that I would bring up every time I had a For All Mankind stream. We were doing the fictional space drama alongside the real life space drama with the Boeing and NASA and SpaceX and all of that. Yeah. And we were talking about, hey, why don't they just ask the Russians to let us use their ship, and probably could have got them home faster.
Well, we're having a bit of a diplomatic situation with the Russians.
I know, but wouldn't that be such a show of, hey, you guys might be fighting, but up here in space, we don't care about any of that.
Do you remember?
Exactly,
I mean,
like 2010, the year we make contact.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Scotty.
For the kids at home, explain 2010.
Well, it was an American crew and a Russian crew. And it was the sequel to 2001, and they went out looking for Dave, and to see what happened to the original ship. And whilst they were out there, there was a major escalation in conflict, a la the Cold War, between the Americans and the Russians. And there was a point where they had to split, where the Americans had to go onto the old ship, and the Russians had to go onto the new ship. And I'll give the spoiler. The aliens knew what was going on. And in the ending, they said, okay, Jupiter is ours. This one moon is ours, but the rest is yours. Use them in peace. And that solves the problem.
Forgive me, what movie is this that we're talking about?
2010, the year we make contact. It was the sequel. Okay. It was directed by Peter Hyams, not Francis, not Kubrick.
Yes.
Gotcha. Yes, gotcha. Yeah, sequel to 2001. I still need to see it.
It had Roy Scheider.
You haven't yet? Oh,
and Bob Balaban.
I haven't seen.
And John Lithgow.
Dumbledore.
Oh, yeah.
God, I'm looking at my old reactor room set, and I'm like, man, that is dated.
Oh,
wow.
John Lithgow would be a good Dumbledore.
He's cast.
Well, it's not official, but he's is it official? He's probably going to be Dumbledore.
I've seen interviews with him responding to it.
So. Yeah.
Wow. You should see him do the clip of Hades in Disney's Hercules originally. It's kind of funny.
Oh, but I so love James Woods as Hades.
Oh no, me too.
All right,
hands down. But hearing John Lithgow actually audition for Hades, it's kind of funny.
Have you ever heard John Lithgow as Yoda?
No.
Yoda? What? And what did he do that? Did he just do
that was
in
for the
interview?
radio. Sorry, I think I'm roboting. I think my internet dropped, but no, he was in the.
Am
he
I
was in
roboting?
the Empire Strikes Back radio drama.
Oh,
and he played Yoda.
Interesting.
Yeah, I got to hear that.
Oh, that's true. He does do audiobooks. He does.
And
do
I
some
got
audiobooks.
the
You're not
radio
wrong about
dramas
that.
too. I got to listen to that.
They're like 6 hours long, though. Actually,
Yeah,
but still.
Was that each movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Each movie 6 hours long.
Ooh,
That's
yeah.
incredible.
I just gotta say, I got a working Laserdisc player, and I got it because I got the special edition original trilogy before Lucas started screwing with it.
Oh, so the not special edition.
Right. Well, final special edition before the special edition.
So like audio visual pumped up and alterations,
but no Jabba, no creatures, no Greedo shoots first.
Does it say A New Hope?
You know what? I will check. I don't know. You know what? I didn't look. I just wanted to make sure the Laserdisc player works, so I could know whether to return it.
You're in for a world of happiness.
Jill.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So we were talking about Laserdisc, Max Redstone's Laserdisc
Look there.
player, but now
Look
Tony wants.
look at that yellow block there.
Tony, she knows.
What do I know?
That there is an old man bird in the coal mine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the old man bird.
Super sticker.
Money, 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 money.
Hey, old man bird! I really, really appreciate your support to the channel, and that's so fun. Thank you so much for that. What should I play? What should I play for old man bird? I don't have.
Spin the wheel.
Oh, you know what? I don't have.
Anything
Well, I
to
need.
your
I need to
heart's
remake the
desire.
wheel. Sorry about that.
You don't.
I gotta work on that.
You
The
don't
wheel
have
is
the-
under maintenance.
You don't have the wheel?
No, it's under maintenance. But you know what? I still have my videos.
The wheel is life.
It is. Now I just have to randomly pick things, and that's dangerous. This is dangerous.
Man, I'm just going through some of these old sets here.
They work for peanuts.
No.
The Dumbo.
You're not the first man his wife played patty cake on him.
Patty cake. Baker's man.
Me, what's up, Doc? Jumping without a parachute? Kinda dangerous.
There you go. That's pretty good. So it's a Bushiba holding a little trophy. Thank you so much, old man bird. I'm glad you're here also.
Jamaharan?
And he also says, I think he wants somebody to sing the Yub Nub song. Is that a request?
I can
I'm
get
not
the
working
lyrics.
yet. Not working
I'm not
yet.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Tony.
Wait.
Then you don't have to. I was asking somebody.
One.
Anybody.
A one.
Wait a second. I gotta bring up the lyrics. Hold on.
Wait.
You have to bring up the lyrics?
All right. Yub nub. Each up
Wait.
yub
Yub
nub.
nub.
I
Okay,
told me
that
to
Yub nub. Chicka-chicka.
go dog thing.
Abba-dabba-dabba-da. Yub nub. Oh, you're doing the finale.
Yeah,
Yub nub. Yucca.
I told me to
Move it away. Adu-ba-pe. Mwah. Up-a-da-ba-da. Yub nub. Yub nub. Anyway, that was a dog's breakfast.
Awesome.
I'm sorry, Dionysus. I don't go on stage till Snow Dubs at 9:30.
We already excused you, Tony. Greek letter Larson says if Scotty sings, I'm calling the police.
Sorry.
Thank you, Max.
Sorry, I'm recovering from the cold, but I am a strict Yub Nubbist when it comes to the end of Return of the Jedi.
Oh, totally. Sebastian Shaw and Yub Nub is my jam.
And R.I.P. Clive Revell.
Oh yeah, sad
There you go.
news. But 94?
Yeah.
Like that's a good run.
Lemon Pie makes a valid point here. He says, "Play the clip of Superman's ears hurting after that singing."
The hate flowing through him kept him
I
alive.
wholeheartedly.
I sense in you. Yes. Easy. Pissed me off, you have.
I didn't make enough Superman clips, so all I have is this. This is all I can do. That is
YouTube.
I have a point of note for this.
Yes.
And,
Let this song flow through you.
and don't forget Jay. Don't forget Jay saying Neil before Zod.
Oh yeah.
I have a point of note to make for discussion. What about the Studio Ghibli meme overtake craze that's currently happening on the internet?
I
love it.
funny. That is
So
last
much fun.
on my list of things to talk about,
what?
but we can bring it up.
So much
I
fun.
did put as Jill probably knows. I put it in a group chat. I think the Studio Ghibli craze might lead somehow to the end of humanity. Somehow, somewhere. I don't know.
All I know is they talk about Porco Rosso on Pop Culture Breakdown. Now everybody wants to have a Studio Ghibli representation of themselves.
I did Rancor Steve, I did Doomcock, I did Gary, I did Andy, I did King Dolphin, and I did Fed for Hire as Ghibli studio characters.
I didn't see her Fed for
I didn't
Hire. I
do
saw
it
everybody
yet,
else
no.
though.
I didn't.
I saw everybody else. I didn't see Fed.
See, I'm of a mind. I'm of a mind where it's like it's an older meme, but it checks out.
Right.
I don't know what Studio Ghibli is, and at this point, I'm afraid to ask.
Excellent quote of older meme and usage of it being an older meme.
I don't care. I don't care about child anime. Sorry.
It's not really child.
Studio Ghibli is very mature. I mean, Porco Rosso is a good example of that.
See, like I'm not feigning
Howl's
ignorance.
Moving.
I just
Howl's
don't
Moving
know.
is amazing.
Totoro, is that one? Totoro?
I mean,
My next door neighbor?
Yes.
I mean, I like.
I mean, yeah. There's a
I-
whole slew of them. They're
I
good.
like-
They're nice. They're
I find the style visually appealing.
Anytime, guys.
Yeah.
But in culturally, it's like, when everyone does something, it kind of dilutes it. But it's kind of like a Roman candle. It's lit up. It's going up there. It's going to get brighter and brighter. Eventually, it's going to burn out. I think.
Yeah.
So,
I like
and
Kiki's
I'm still
delivery, too.
I'm still trying to get Chat GPT to do Pixar representations of my favorite movies because I find that more.
I like out of all of the representations that memes that I've seen floating around is the Muppets. I want to see more Muppets, like Sesame Street / Muppets memes. That's what I want to see.
You know what I want to see? I want to see everybody do memes in the style of Ed Roth. And if you don't know who Ed Roth is, the guy that did Mr. Ratfink and stuff like that.
Yeah, the Ratfink. Yeah. Well, he just disappeared.
Oh,
hopefully he didn't.
Hey,
kick
but he was right in the middle of a sentence, so I don't believe it
know.
was intentional that he disappeared. But oh my goodness, we need to make sure that we are saying hello to the chat every once in a while. Play that clip of Superman. Oh yeah, we did that one. And the choir sings and it launches into the main Star Wars thing. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I closed the wrong
Who
tab
started
by
the modem?
accident.
I figured it was his connection booting him. I was trying to give him a little bit of a boost. We live in a wasteland, so it ain't much. I hope it helps.
You've got mail.
Yeah.
50K. I don't know if that's gonna be enough. Speaking of CBS, Centurion Giordani says he's going to catch up on a new soap opera called Beyond the Gates. I've never heard of it.
Starring Gates McFadden.
Starring Gates McFadden. Oh, that would be perfect. There are a lot of Star Trek actors from the 90s that end up in soap operas.
As she communes with ghosts beyond the grave.
Oh, God.
Oh,
you
yeah,
were you
no.
were really hot for like a few seconds, but you sound better now.
Oh, okay.
My God, man, turn down the gain.
Okay, so Wes Cagle
wow.
has an opinion.
Yeah.
Could you read this, Scotty?
Yeah. Wes
From Wes
Cagle
Cagle?
says, I very much don't like Studio Ghibli. I don't like the stories. I don't like the dialogue. Wes Cagle, you need a high five and a hug. And I really dislike the animation style. Kiki's Delivery Service is the only decent one. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, it takes all kinds to make a world. We still love you, homie.
Thank you,
Well,
Wes
the
Cagle.
world don't move to the beat of just one drum.
What might be right for you?
I'm trying to get Greek letters to call the police.
A man is born, he's a man of me.
Absolutely.
But along come when they got nothing but the jeans and it takes
So,
different strokes.
Max Redstone, could you read this from Watcher X?
But imagine the Mormon Wookiee Tabernacle Choir singing Yub Nub. Had Lucas not been a cheapskate and opted for the Wookiees.
For you,
I would have liked
Indeed.
this. I would have liked to have heard Wookiees sing Yub Nub. That would be interesting.
You guys sound like gargling Muppets from like frogs from the Muppet
Okay. Yeah, that's
enough.
interesting.
And scene.
I have a.
That's an interesting entrance for Brogu. I just want to say hello to Brogu. He comes in when everybody's just wailing like what Brogu.
I do have a serious question when you're ready, Jill.
Oh, I don't know if I'm ready for anything at this point. Everything's way too exciting. Everything needs to calm down a little bit.
I have a serious, substantial question for the panel. So I am watching Star Trek. I'm watching Star Trek 2 last night, and you know, I started watching it right at the scene where they beam up from the asteroid and they go to the Mutara Nebula, and then Spock dies, and I'm thinking about Star Trek. Like, wait a second, humans. The first species that humans encounter were Vulcans. So you think that they know more about Vulcans than any other species. So
yes.
how come Kirk didn't know about saving the Katra? I mean, how come Savick didn't know? How come there wasn't some sort of Starfleet policy about if a Vulcan is deceased on duty, that they have to go back to Vulcan or something? It's just, how come no one knew about the Contra?
Oh, that's easy.
Now, I do. Yeah, this is easy. Do you want to take it? You can take it if you want.
Well, I could, but this is Jill.
Did you say it's because Vulcans are very private?
Well, I was going to, no. And I know there are people who don't like when the resolution to a cliffhanger happens in the subsequent sequel, but that's what cliffhangers do. And so in Star Trek 3, Sarek goes to Kirk and says, you should have known. He would have given you his Katra, his living essence. And then they go through the security tape and they say, it's like, he couldn't touch me. And so when they find the security tape and then it is revealed as to what is wrong with Dr. McCoy, it was a matter of privacy. Now, let's also remember that Spock is half human and he's kind of got that Worf thing going on where he's like, it is not for outsiders. And Spock presented that very much, like his wife, for one thing. But so, like, there is the question as to why doesn't everyone know?
So,
but even
so
Dr.
said no to me and
Mbenga
then said yes.
Even Dr.
Now you said
Mbenga
yes.
was
Now you're saying yes to what I said.
What even Dr. Mbenga in the
they're
original
private.
series brought on based on his specialty of Vulcan physiology. Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of moving parts that I understand the question, but I think that if you did want to investigate, and this is what that is, like it shows up. The answers present themselves throughout the lore.
I guess it's just my thinking. That's like, okay, you have it's like a relationship between two races. It's like, really, guys, you didn't tell us about this thing. I mean, everybody dies. Spawn, everybody dies. You, me.
And And if you ascribe to going chronologically, Archer makes everything even more complicated in terms of that.
That's just something that was on my mind yesterday. So thank you for letting me get it out.
I was just going to say, nothing to see here. Move along.
But even with Archer, like based on the privacy, those things would have been imparted on Archer in terms of don't go spreading this around. It's like, keep this secret, please.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, because it'll turn into Chinese whispers after a while.
Even look at Trill. Like, Trill is part of the Federation, and it's not until Deep Space, like until many years into their part of the Federation, that it is discovered that the entire selection process for hosts and symbiotes or symbionts it's bullshit.
It's a bit corrupt.
There are actually plenty of symbiotes.
Yep.
Everybody can have one. We just don't want you to. Like, there is corruption in those. Those worlds.
It's actually super compatible. Oh my.
Yeah, that's why Ezra was able to get the symbiote, even though they were like, "Oh no,
are you knocking
she
my
didn't get
girl?"
any training." Well, she didn't finish school, and she just got her certificate signed by.
It turns out the Trills are USB compatible.
Oh my stars!
Oh, I've got to say hello to James Caserta. He's here in the chat.
James Caserta.
Yeah, hello to you.
Hey, James.
Tiger Stripes is here, and I really appreciate
Tiger Stripes is here.
Yeah.
We got James Caserta. We got Lemon Pie, which I think we've already greeted, and DJ Knight.
Okay, so does anybody fan of Zelda? Because they're gonna make a movie. I just saw this morning.
Oh dear.
Jill, while you talk about Nintendo, can I go have a cigarette?
Yeah, go have a cigarette while I talk.
All right, sounds good.
Whatever, I don't care. We got people here. How are you doing? So
what studio is making it?
Well, it's gonna be Sony, so the same one who made the Mario movie. That was cute.
Okay.
Right, so that's exactly how they start off. It made more than 1.3 billion at the box office, so they're doing a Zelda. I got really excited this morning because I'm a huge Legend of Zelda fan. I played Ocarina of Time first, and then when I got older, I went back and I played the very first Zelda, of course, Link to the Past and all those.
You gotta.
I only played the first two.
I played the latest two.
I'm a big Nintendo Entertainment System fan. What can I say?
I think we might be. I'm just going to say this. We might be okay with this because Nintendo is very protective of its property.
Yes.
Yeah, and with Mario being a big smash a couple of years ago, they're gonna watch this like a hawk, when it's being produced, and I think we may be okay with this.
Yeah, maybe. I think so too, especially because it's going to be released in 2027, and we still have Shigeru Miyamoto. He, like you said, he's protective of his babies. Mario and Zelda being the major one.
And I mean, look at it this way. With what was it, Ubisoft or something like that, putting out that god-awful game, what was it, Assassin's Creed or whatever, where they're adding all that, not that I want to bring it up, but, all the bull crap that they just did, and basically insulting the entire nation of Japan and arousing their ire. Oh God, yeah.
You don't want to do that.
No,
I didn't
exactly.
That.
They'll send their giant mecha after us and stuff like that. I mean,
well, okay, but if you're going to mention it, could you give us a little more context? Because I don't know the story.
Well, they made certain prominent Japanese characters race swapped and adding in, LGBTQ content and like
what is the content? Is this a movie, a TV
video
show?
Game? Video game.
Assassin, like what?
Assassin's Creed.
I think she wants.
Gotcha.
I think Jill wants an explanation of what is Assassin's Creed.
Right. No, I know Assassin's Creed. It's parkour, right?
And
in ancient times. Ancient times.
yeah, and this is like in feudal Japan, right? And so adding all those kind of stupid elements into a video game and essentially butchering their history, I don't think Hollywood, especially when dealing with Nintendo, wants to take that little extra step and insulting the entire nation of Japan with putting out a really crappy Zelda film.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I think they're going to go for exactly what they did with the Mario movie, which is to hit the nostalgia beats.
Oh yeah,
and not try to So and
see, I mean,
just a sweet fun movie, and I'm expecting the same here.
Yeah, because I mean, if you look what happened with Sonic, all 3 Sonic movies, right? And the fans had to say, and when the fans had to say about how Sonic looked in the first movie before it came out, and they changed it, it's a blockbuster, and it's still a blockbuster, and they got a 4th one that they want to put out. So this is what happens when you listen to the fans, and if they're smart, and I say that with a big if you know, then they should do this right.
Yeah, but it's so early. Nobody really knows who's going to be doing what yet.
True.
So it's going to be released 2027, but like all Amazing Zelda things, it's going to be a year late. So expect it 2028, because that's what I'm saying.
I wonder what timeline they're going to go with.
That Zelda is always late.
Keep in mind, we still have Spaceballs 2 in the pipeline. Yeah.
Yeah.
The search for more
money.
Crikey, those billion-dollar movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. I should say the symbiotes are the friendlier Gould. Oh, wait. Okay, the Tok'ra. The Tok'ra are the friendly Gould. They ask you before they invade you. Like, if you got a terminal illness or something. He's talking about Stargate now.
Yeah.
You can combine with the Tok'ra.
Wouldn't that be an interesting crossover? The Trill and the Goa'uld.
Oh, interesting idea.
Yeah.
Who will play Link? Brie Larson. Rachel's like,
oh God,
no. You mean Zelda? Zelda is the girl. Link will be the man.
Oh God, yeah. Let's have fun with this.
You know what? I don't like Timothy Chalamet, but he's kind of Linkish.
Timothy Chalamet. Let me see if I agree with you, because I'm a Link expert here. Chalamet.
Okay, well,
he played Willy Wonka in that stupid movie, and he played the Paul Atreides in the Dunes.
Oh, Chalamet. Chalamet.
Chalamet.
Chalamet.
Who else? Who else would be good? As
Joe Pesci.
Yeah, I think you're right. You're correct. No, not Elliot Page.
All right.
Elliot Page.
I don't know. Okay.
Ellen! It's Ellen!
I was thinking of banning me forever. No, I'm not.
No.
Not unless you do something that warrants it.
If I'm still here, you're still here, James Caserta.
Yeah. Yeah, Scotty's tried to leave.
Several times.
Scotty R37 did exactly who I was thinking.
Oh no,
it's like
Scotty.
a job he can't
You're gonna be here for a long time.
Well, no, but and this is a shout out to you, Jill. And I don't like to do this usually during the streams, but remember that episode of Simpsons where Mr. Burns gives the plaque to Homer, and it's like, just remember, you're here forever. And
and he covers it with the photos.
Covers it the photos of Maggie, and it's like, do it for her.
Sure.
And that, I think, not just me, I think everyone who is, here is, we can't leave because we don't want to. You're lovely, and there's no reason to abandon you.
It's me.
So Jill
Really
is your
sweet.
Maggie.
Ah,
You know.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
except
trapped.
I don't use a pacifier, which is
Yeah.
good. That wouldn't be good. for
I'm-
the team.
You trap us here, Jill. You say, "Oh, we're getting ready to go," and then 2 hours later, we're still here.
Yeah, it's like the Phantom Zone.
Oh yeah, I don't do that till the 3rd hour though. You're
Yeah.
you're free to go whenever you like.
I know. I'm just being fatuous.
I know you. That's not how you pronounce it.
Fatuous?
Facetious.
That's exactly how you
Facetious.
pronounce it. No,
Yeah.
fatuous is a
Facetious?
different word, but that's a different
Oh.
why.
Oh, it's a different word. Okay, well, here's the word of the day then. Today's word of the day is fatuous versus facetious.
Yay!
I have to look it up.
Yay.
What does fatuous mean?
Yeah, well,
don't
we're gonna
know.
find out right now. And facetious describes something you don't take seriously. Remove the e and fatuous describes a dissenting group. Oh wait, no. Facetious.
Foolish or
Fatuous means a
fatuous?
fancy way to say dumb. It's a fancy way
Foolish
to
or
say dumb.
silly, especially in a smug or self-satisfied way.
Sounds like me.
What a
Foolish or
waste
silly
of
versus-
syllables when people could just say joking or playing dumb.
The Greeks have a
Fatuous
great
is a-
word for that.
Fatuous,
It's called
Mr.
laga.
Stark. Fatuous.
Yeah,
One-
never use more than one word, or never. Yeah, always use one word when it will suffice.
Economy of verbiage.
Yeah, but when
Exactly.
your one word to syllable ratio ends up creating the same amount of mouth movement, are you really being lazier?
Fatuous.
Are you?
You're being fatuous.
I swear to God, somebody's laughing like Peter.
Huh. Well, there you go. Now you guys know the difference between those two words, or I've confused you
And-
completely.
Can we get a more you know? The more you know?
Ba-dum-bum. No, that was a Reading Rainbow. Sorry.
Oh, Tony?
You don't have to take my word for it.
I mean, if it's practicable.
There you are.
Thank you. Love you, Tony.
Love you too. I don't do 2 shows a night, but for you, I'll make an exception.
Nem. Please remake Zulu with Rachel Zegler and Brie Larson as Sherrod and Roman and Gal Gadot and
Oh
each
my
other.
god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's classic.
Got the war drums. Oh, there comes Brie coming over there.
Your inquiry was not recognized.
I
And
don't know. I
Zoe-
swear this would be exciting to
Zoe
to
Saldana is the
analyze.
Zoe Saldana is the cavalry leader who charges off with the horses.
Well, it seems like you guys are ready to cast this movie. Make it happen.
Oh, we are casting. We're already into pre-production. It's happening.
Nim, thank you for the inspiration. I think you've started something here, and I have no control over where it ends.
Wow.
Green Glitters Larson says Jill's channel is like Hotel California. You can check in anytime you like. You can never leave.
No, it's
Oh,
better than a Roach Motel.
And if you haven't, please subscribe, hit the bell, share, hit like, and select live chat. Thank you, Franco.
Like
Franco's back.
Oh yeah, Franco's
Wow,
here.
you sound so relieved.
I am. Oh my god. I just got a call. I just got a text. This job that I was applying for, I got the job.
Yeah.
You got the job?
I got
Congratulations.
Everybody, yeah.
Wow.
Congrats.
Start Monday.
Congratulations.
Start on Monday, 8:00 in the morning, $21 an hour. Oh my god.
Scotty, in Argelia, they use the lights.
Now, no one has to tell an old Aberdeen pub crawler how to applaud, Captain.
Oi, that's right. Beginning the copious amount of drinking right now I'm going to be doing over the weekend to celebrate.
Excellent, my friend.
Great.
Glad to hear it.
That's the
Been praying
that's
for
the
you to find
spirit.
employment, man. Been really,
That's
been
the
really pushing you.
That's the Spirit Comic Relief Crusader. Get hired, get pissed drunk, and get fired before the first day of the job. No, I am just kidding.
You know, the worst part is that I was thinking it's like, oh, he got a job as a mortician, and he's really excited to start on Monday, and now all he needs is
that was
a stiff drink.
That was Plan B. So
that was Plan B, exactly. No, what is it? The be an accountant, be a barber, or be a mortician, because taxes, haircuts, and death are the only three things that are going to be continually profitable forever. You could work in a restaurant too, because everyone has to eat.
I could, but I would have to deal with people. So mortician.
Yeah, I hate that too. I hate that too.
Yeah, I'm done with restaurant work.
I can't. I don't want to cook for. I only like to cook for people I like or love.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, the way the
I
world's
don't like to
going
cook
right
for
now,
people that are ungrateful, degenerate pieces of shit. Holier than
Well-
thou because you're working food.
Wait a second. Wait a second, everybody. Jedi Master wanted to add something here.
Yeah.
I think.
No, I'm good. Go ahead. Continue.
You're okay?
I'm all set.
No, I want to
Yeah, I'm
hear. Okay.
Okay. You got a job, says Greek letters Larson. You lucky bastard.
Dude, it's been. Sorry, I'm not going to ramble. This is Jill's channel. So, anyway.
But that's okay. No,
No,
what are you doing?
Inquiring minds want to know.
This is shore leave. You can celebrate.
It's oh my god, with everything that's going on for the past year and a half, like over a year and a half, with getting let go from a previous job because of medical reasons, and then trying to reapply because they were looking for somebody back in that position, and then them essentially ignoring me, and then trying to find a job because here in Canada it is just so bloody hard. And I put out literally hundreds and hundreds of resumes all over the place.
I gave up after 3.
Man, I gave up after I almost gave up after like 234. And oh my god. So anyway, this is an outfit that has a huge contract in Alberta with Epcor, which is a power company here in Alberta, and this place, they make these small units for these guys, and sometimes they need maintenance or they need to be torn down or whatever, and they're going like all over Alberta to maintenance these places. So it's like 10 days on, 4 days off, and right now starting off at 21 an hour. And so, I might be at camps and stuff like that. So hopefully I can somehow still try to continue my show. If not, that's okay. It doesn't matter. Right now, a job is more important than taking care of family.
Yeah, take care of your family.
It's the Comic Relief Crusader, servicing electricity, servicing it like it's never been serviced before.
Exactly.
Mike, I am super stoked for you, dude. I hope that it goes well with the job. Listen, I've been praying for you, buddy. I know that things have been really tight. We've had conversations on the phone.
Yeah.
And I've been very worried about you. So I'm glad that you're finally getting the break that you need.
Oh, it feels so good now.
So I'm very happy with you. Go ahead.
Thanks, I would be elated for approximately 15 minutes and then be like, fuck, I have plans on Monday.
Fuck. I gotta work. Oh, don't worry. Give it a couple of weeks. And you're gonna be like,
this is why I'm unemployed. It's just because it's like, oh yay, I got a job. Oh, I'm gonna hate this.
This is why I became self-employed.
Well, okay. So in your not a job, Scotty, what did you watch at the movie theater recently? And
this makes sense. This is a perfect segue. I went to go see a children's movie at 4:00 on a Monday, and I used the completely legal product, so I was stoned to bejesus, and I went and I saw the day the Earth blew up.
Oh, you lucky bastard! I've not been able to see it. I'm very jealous.
Was it as good? Was it as good as it should be?
Yes, it was. That's an interesting choice of words. It was as good as it should be. It was. Okay. So little story, and I'll try not to be too fatuous. But I was driving, and I was like, 47-year-old man driving on my way to see a children's movie at 4:00 on a Monday. What kind of a fucking weirdo am I? And so then I got there and I asked for my ticket because, I prefer using cash to cover up my weird proclivities. And I was like, one ticket for the day the earth blew up for one sad middle-aged man, please. And then... And so the young person behind the counter said, "Okay, where do you want it?" And I was like, "Right there, smack dab in the middle." And so I went in and I sat down, and the entire theater was to myself. And unfortunately, two other people. Well, it's 4:00 on a Monday, and so
matinee,
yeah. And so then two more people came in, and I yelled at them immediately, and I said, "I thought I was going to have this place to myself." And so I watched it, and it was exactly what I needed just to refill some sense of whimsy and joy in my life. Right. And it was just like, it was nice to hang out with Porky and Daffy again. And it does capture some of the spirit of the originals, but it also it injects, and I'm going to spoil one joke. Okay. But it injects a little modern acknowledgements, and it's not mean-spirited. It's just it is like winking at the audience, which is what Looney Tunes do. And there's a point where there's a plot contrivance, because it's Looney Tunes. You don't need, complete logic. You don't need a slide rule to figure out whether or not everything makes sense. And there's a point where it's like, "Daffy, we need you to start laying eggs." And I was like, oh no. They're going to make Daffy Duck a girl. And so they do this entire thing, and Daffy Duck is laying eggs and everything. And then at the end of it, at the end of the joke, you find out that Porky had sort of sabotaged Daffy because he felt that Daffy had been sabotaging him. And he's like, and Daffy says, "You made me do that? Do you have any idea how difficult it is for a male duck to lay eggs?" And I was like, thank God.
Perfect. I got one question to ask, though.
It's and just to finalize, and absolutely, I want to hear your question, but just to finalize, totally worth your time. Pay with your money to support something that you love. It is ridiculous, but it works. There are references to everything throughout Warner Brothers history. And
I was about to say, is there some Duck Dodgers in there? Because they're better damn well.
No. There's no Duck Dodgers.
Oh, wow.
But it doesn't matter. This is an original story. This isn't like people get upset about member berries and references and all that jazz.
Oh, no. I'm not upset.
This is brand new.
Like vibe to Duck Dodgers.
Well, they do. I think they do go to space, but they don't reference Duck Dodgers. I would have definitely known about that. But also, let's not forget, I was stoned.
Scotty, did it have the kaboom?
There was no earth chat. No.
Okay. I had to
ask. You know what? It wasn't earth-shattering, but there was a kaboom.
Okay.
So,
and also, you should stay if you do end up seeing it, go and make sure you stay till the end credits. And it's worth it.
Okay. So did you get the seat all the way in the back so you can look down at everybody?
I'm going to definitely have to check that out. My last favorite Daffy Duck theme production was Quackbusters. Which is, I love Quackbusters, where they took like 3 or 4 classic Looney Tunes episode and like there was like segues in between each and made like a cohesive story. Yeah. And I'm just saying, man, like Daffy, when he's in his element, he's in his element. I love Daffy Duck.
Yeah.
So
And
I'm gonna have to chase this down.
This one was released by, I believe, by Ketchup, not Warner Brothers.
Yes. And these are the guys, and this is part of the reason why I voted with my dollar, is these are the guys who were trying to acquire Coyote versus Acme.
Yeah.
To distribute.
If we get Coyote versus Acme, I will see that. I don't care if I have to walk to the theater.
Well, and I checked to see whether or not it was still playing in theaters, because I know that the people responsible for the distribution were saying if it doesn't make enough money, then we can't like keep it in theaters. And I checked my local theater in Southern Ontario, and it's still playing. And so if you do have an opportunity to sort of vote for more Looney Tunes, Lord knows that Warner Brothers isn't doing it.
I do have some bad news. I'm going to cover it more in detail on Saturday, but I've gathered that they're raising the Looney Tunes billing on the Warner lot.
Yeah.
The what?
Yeah.
The original animation studio. They're
the animation studio
chopping it down.
Yeah, look at her. Look at her. She had it queued up.
I did. This was part of our plan. We had this planned.
Yeah.
And well, because it's so disappointing what Warner Brothers is trying to throw away their own legacy.
Yeah.
Comic Relief Crusaders seems to be overjoyed with an exodus.
Yes. So I gotta get going. Scotty, I hope you got the seats in the back when you watch this so you can look down on all the other little people. Because I imagine that's probably what you did. So
no, smack dab in the middle, right in the middle.
You went right in the middle.
Oh, well then there you go, perfect seats. So yeah, I gotta get going. I got to tell the wife because you guys are the first people I told, obviously. So maybe.
Yes, but please tell us
Go
what's
spread the
coming up for
news.
you.
Yeah.
Congrats, man.
So yeah, thanks guys. I really appreciate it. And yeah, so in a couple of hours I'm gonna have a show as I try to restructure things over on my channel. So that being said, Jill, thanks for having me on.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome.
Hold on,
And
just a second. Why don't I have your link?
What do you
I
mean,
didn't know
you
you were reading
guys?
I do have it, but I'm getting excited here.
You barely
Here,
use
I'm
my
excited for
link.
you. Here you go. Well,
yeah. So
yeah, check out the Comic Relief Crusader. He's got a show today. He's got a job. So, oh yeah, my bot knew about it.
there we go.
Bot.
Oh no, no, the bot promoted me. That's funny. Anyway, what do you have coming up? You said you have a show today, but you have videos coming out. You posted some videos this past week. Anything you want to promote or share before you leave?
Yeah, today we're going to be talking about Netflix's One Piece because season 2 is going to be coming out pretty soon, and I guess we'll bash on Marvel a little bit with Spider-Man 4 and all the little extra little funs here and there that we have on the So, it sounds like General Melchett from Blackadder 4. So yeah, if you guys want, go head over to the channel in a couple of hours where we have fun and stupid news and on Friday, a thought from the throne from Rancor Steve and all that fun stuff.
Very interesting, but stupid.
And I'm so excited that you broke the really great news here. I'm glad for you, and I see there's going to be some great stuff coming from you soon. So
awesome.
I'll see you around.
Thanks, Jill. See you guys.
Thanks,
CRC.
Bye.
See you, man.
Bye.
We've got a game to win.
And there we go. That was a good one. Thank you, Scotty.
Cheers.
Very well done. And so, yeah, thank you to Comic Relief Crusader. What a wonderful guy. Let's see. What do we have here? Where am I? Here I am. So, yeah, so going back to what we were talking about.
Yes.
How bad is this? How much are they giving up here? They're destroying the long-time home?
Well, it's more than that. They are putting the entire Looney Tunes property up for potential sale.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yes, that's what I'm hearing. Is that they're trying to get rid of it. They're trying to get rid of their legacy. And everybody is saying it's like Disney giving up Mickey Mouse.
I haven't read up enough on it, but I think it's more about outsourcing their distribution as opposed to selling it from Warner Brothers. I could be completely incorrect. But still, I think that it's sort of an affront on the history of Warner Brothers, because when I think of Warner Brothers, I think of three things, actually a lot of things. Is the opening sequence to Batman the Animated Series, Casablanca, and the entire Looney Tunes catalog. That's what that Warner Brothers shield means to me. So I don't. But when it comes to this raising of the original building that housed the studio, I do think that it should be a heritage monument, but also it is a studio. So if they need more space, and you want to tear down a one-story building, every now and then it falls apart.
I mean, I've driven around some of those properties, especially the Warner Brothers lot, and it is packed. They do not have a lot of space. I mean, it's boy.
Okay, but there's a fine line between, we need some space, and this building has been here since the start of the company. It's kind of like keeping up that that first dollar.
Well, it's like it's kind of like RK Maroon. His studio was the original building for Desilu. That's been torn down.
It's like I mean their corollary could be the whole thing with Bond and Barbara Broccoli and Michael Wilson. It's like you have the original intent versus corporate money. One's gonna win.
Yeah, but and I understand, but it also, at a certain point, you do lose interest, or you find it to be a burden. Like, look at George Lucas. Got rid of Lucasfilm because he was like, stop shitting on my face.
Yeah, but he regretted it.
Well, we all regret it.
I mean, that is one of the most painful things that I've ever seen in my life, what they've done to that IP, that franchise, what she has done. It just totally disgusts me when what they're doing to all this, even with the animated stuff, Warner Brothers, and I just don't get it. I can't comprehend it.
But Master, the thing that I find interesting is that if Ketchup Entertainment is the one who is now responsible for distribution or what have you, like, isn't it better to have it in the hands of people who care? And
true.
Their outing shows that their first outing with The Day the Earth Blew Up, that shows that they care and they want to nurture quality versions of the IP. And going back to the James Bond thing, a family business doesn't necessarily mean a quality business. I know incredible Bond fans who hate No Time to Die. And also, I know people who hate, and that's Barbara Broccoli and Michael Wilson. And then you got New Trek, Kurtzman Trek, and guess whose name is on every single one of them? Rod Roddenberry.
Sure.
Yeah. That's the root of all the issues, basically.
Talk about a guy who should have gotten the shaft.
Well, no, but as bad as Kurtzman is, and how much he supports it, and how terrible that is, there is one thing he's recognized, that the Orville is Star Trek, and has brought it in to his radar. But I don't know what that's going to do.
We got Watcher X in the backstage.
Yes, we do. I know, but
okay,
yeah. Well, I got introduced.
You don't want to let him in?
He's never been here before. I do want to let him in, but I wanted to make sure the conversation was lulled before I brought him in so we can introduce him. Hello and welcome to Watcher X. We'll see. I have not had you on my channel yet. Do you have a channel, Watcher X?
I do not, but greetings on this fabulous Friday. Don't miss that old pickled Picard, Sir Patrick Stewart, in the upcoming Marvel feature, Wombsday.
That's
big news.
I was gonna say, let's make him beat on the glass and say, Mrs. Robinson, Elaine. It's a Graduate reference. No one. Okay, forget it.
One thing I
No,
love
I don't.
about
I don't. I don't listen to hip hop.
about the
No
movie
Dustin Hoffman
Zardoz.
fans. Oh, the Red Banana Hammock movie.
Is that it's the only movie I know where they explore space and they decide there's nothing out there. Can you name another movie that matches this criteria? Because I don't know any.
Explore space and there's nothing. Nothing at all? All right.
Yeah, it's part of the sort of futility where they have to solve the problem. They kind of have to deal with Earth as it is because there is nothing else.
I still need to see
To
Zardoz.
boldly go where no one wants to go before.
I think it's
You know
definitely
what?
on
And
my list.
I hate to say it, but the one that pops to my mind first is the 1997 or 1998 Lost in Space.
Oh
where
my
they're-
God! Don't no. Oh, you want to see someone
I
get
know,
upset?
right? I like that movie, but I like schlock. I like bad movies. And
You know?
Yeah, go into my Joe Pesci if you're gonna bring that one up.
but the thing is
Sorry.
that at the end of it,
I
it's like they
apologize.
find nothing but terror and horror, and then they launch into sequel bait, and they're like, "As long as we're not here," and I love that. I love that final line of the movie. It's just like, you know what? As long as we're not
They
here.
just. I talked to Mark Goddard about that, and he was very disappointed at the way I didn't like the way they treated Marta or Angela in that movie. I didn't like the way the movie Joey from Friends. Sorry,
Yeah.
trying to create Major West. It's disgusting. It was an
Disgusting?
abomination.
That's a bit
It was an
much.
abomination.
All
I'm
right,
sorry.
all right, all
It
right.
was horrible. Okay, I'm sorry.
You know what? I've had a great
haven't seen it.
conversation several times with pop culture curator. I miss him every day. That we have a stream because every time I would bring that movie up, he would be like, "You son of a bitch." So, and he
as
wouldn't
me.
say it like that because he was a gentleman and he wouldn't swear on stream. But yeah, no, I get where you're coming from, but also
What did I come back to? This movie? Oh, heavens to Betsy.
Gary
my
Oldman was the
God.
best part of that movie.
Danger, Stark of Iron.
Come
No,
on. Why don't you guys
I
like it when
noticed
I'm
that
happy?
there's also a Watcher X here. Holy Emperor, I saw you in the chat last night.
How lucky are we?
Any theories as to why Sir Patrick Stewart looks the same at 45 as 85? Does he have a
Vampire.
stasis field?
Vampire.
Nah. No. The man
He
looks
goes-
like he deep throat, or he sounds like he deep throated very thick grit
He's a
sandpaper.
He goes into the forest and shoots only the cutest of does. He
The
is
only reason
the
that his
Bambier.
The only reason his voice should be as feeble as it is if he's smoking 2 packs of Lucky Strikes a day with no filters.
Would you say he has a frog in his throat?
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, ragtime guy.
Oh, for the love of Holy Terror.
Yeah, there's only one frog,
No,
and it's
I'm
not
okay with
Michigan
that.
J.
I'm okay with Max.
If we want dad jokes,
Talk about another
we'll have to
WB
wait
property.
till tonight when they're read from the Eldritch Tome at the boss's place. Not doing it.
Oh yes. No, different squid.
Yeah, no, but that's
Okay.
my Eldritch God.
Really
Different
does-
denomination.
I thought Lost in Space was a fun movie, says Frank Walker. I still haven't seen it. I still
Franco
Expanse
gets
of
it.
spiders.
It's a
I'm
Greek
about
tragedy. Those visual effects were disgusting.
My
Second
army
half
of
the movie.
spiders.
And that
Really? Was that
blop
bad?
thing, and that blop thing with the. Never
I
mind.
didn't know Sir Patrick was one of the great old ones of Eldritch Horror.
Well, I didn't either. Well,
It's
We'll
an
see what happens.
absurdist joke, but he was saying about horrors, and I'm carrying it one topic and not the
Sure.
other.
What about horrors?
well, anyway,
I gotta say for this. I gotta say just for the Sopranos fans. Are you talking about who is?
Yeah, exactly. That was a better pronunciation. Thank you.
yeah, we'll have a 1998 Lost in Space podcast eventually, and so that's going to be a Friday show because I want
Yeah,
to
I'm
watch.
gonna be. Oh, you guys are all going to be able to beat up on me.
I will only meet you for that endeavor if we make it a double feature, and also include Battlefield Earth, seeing as it is a similar vein.
Oh God, no!
Come on, that's an unfair comparison. Battlefield Earth is way better than Lost in Space.
When you were still learning to spell your name, I was being trained to conquer galaxies.
Oh my God!
Okay, I
that
put
is
down that you're
amazing.
requesting a double feature for that one. That's going to be.
That's gonna be like a Saturday night.
No, it'll just be half as many slides as usual, and we'll get through it faster.
If there is one thing when it comes to your slides, dear Jill, restraint is not one of your virtues.
No, I will have to work hard at it.
Yeah, I guess. A lot of editing.
Yeah,
Did
exactly.
somebody
editing.
say restraint slide? Oh my!
Franco's got the VHS for Lost in Space.
Shut down.
Sir Patty. Oh yeah,
miss
yeah.
my-
Watcher X is interested in.
I miss my
Patrick
VHS
Stewart,
collection.
Oh
Mm.
man!
What happened to it? You got threw it away. Ah, this is obsolete.
It was thrown away by the person who was supposed to pack up my apartment in Chicago. I don't like talking about it.
When I got rid of my VHS,
right. That's not all you lost. I forgot.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
It was other stuff. It's just it's a
But
bunch
some
of
of the good
bullshit.
stuff's in storage, right?
Yes,
It's just separate.
you know,
from-
it was a bunch of bullshit that doesn't merit talking about here.
well, do you want to hear a story that's completely made
Yes,
up?
of course. Sure.
All right.
Why not?
So when I got rid of my VHS collection, and I had like a bunch of the original series episodes of Star Trek, I had like ET, like I had a lot of VHSs. But when I moved out of my parents' house for the first time, I was like, what am I going to do with all of these? Now I kept my books, but I wanted to get rid of my VHSs, and I forgot that they're just cases of ribbon. And so I just hucked them at a wall and busted every last one of them, except for Who Framed Roger Rabbit. That one I still have. But that was one of the best destruction cleansings I've ever had. And just to make it a little melancholy, I've been looking for them ever since. So if I
and
see
you destroyed a wall.
no, the wall was stronger than the tapes, Jill.
I was about to say then you kept the reels, and that would be logical.
Well, no, but you
Logical.
can't. It's not like film reels. It's not like you
No,
can hold them up
I
to
know.
light and
I'm
see.
just yeah.
That'd be fun though. I would
It'd
have
be
totally
so
done
cute.
that.
You could get like a mini.
It'd be like a
projector, yeah.
steampunk VHS.
Anyway, I appreciate you encouraging this completely fictional story that never happened.
Of course. Why not?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
No, that was it was a fun story. You're a good storyteller. When James Caserta says when Xenu attacks a giant Tom Cruise 10 times the size
Oh,
and 10 times as
there's-
annoying.
There's
have
a song by the Truth Rockets that came out like 10 or 15 years ago. It's like it goes, I've got a message from Xenu for Mr. Tom Cruise. it's like Xeno's coming to Earth, and he's gonna be flying the DC-8 just like described in L. Ron Hubbard's models. And anyway, it was a funny song.
South Park
Oh,
episode.
that's what it's
Trapped in a closet with Tom Cruise.
Trapped in a
Cruise
closet
in
with
a
Vanna
closet.
White.
Trapped in a
Do you
closet
know-
with
you know
Vanna
that-
White. Well, all she's
that-
going to do is reveal the letters on the puzzle. I mean, come
You
on.
know-
Yeah, well,
Vanna-
I hope she finds the D.
Yeah. You know,
Oh dear.
you know that her job, she only had to work like 42 days of the year.
I heard about
Because
that.
that's when that's when they filmed, you know, they would film like 6 shows a day, and they would do like they would do runs of like days and days and days, but she ended up only working like 42 days a year.
Well, it's so fascinating to find out that television production is pretty much like being a guide at Universal Studios for the Back to the Future ride.
Yep.
Oh, they turned down the Back to the Future ride before I got to it.
Well, now I'm depressed.
Well, supposedly the internet is upset because Doomsday doesn't have enough women in it.
No, shut up.
Yes, no, that's
you know what?
it's
It
a
is
thing.
only it is lacking one woman that I can think of, and that's Tatiana Maslany.
That's so silly. Really? They just care about number of women?
I
My
love
favorite
She-Hulk,
Star Trek
dude.
episode has
Susan
only
Olsen.
one.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
we're
that makes
talking all
sense
at
for
once.
you. Sorry.
No, don't apologize. It does make sense for
All
me.
laughing in silly accents as Dionysus until the real aliens attack. Yeah.
You know what? I think that it's really, really heartening for Doomsday to have the entire Fantastic Four with a complete integration of that based on the movie that's coming out when it comes out this year. And then also, there is something about the passing of the torch to bringing in the X-Men to the Marvel Universe with, you're going to need Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen.
You're going to need mutants at this
I'm gonna
And Alan
need
Cummings? Or Alan Cummings?
Channing
tell me-
Tatum. That
tell me-
was the one that I'm looking forward to. Because he
Tell
played
me
Remy
about-
LeBeau
You don't
really
even have to put "I'm gay" on your business card if you're excited about Magic Mike.
I thought he
What?
did a great Remy LeBeau. I thought he did a great Gambit.
You know what?
Okay,
And
let's
Tony, this is
continue
the
in
thing.
just a minute. I just want to
All
say
right, let's
thank
table
you
this
so,
for a
so
moment.
much to
Yes,
table
yes.
this. You guys are really excited about this.
We are very
this
excited.
thing that's happening, and so you
Yes.
got to put it into a context for me in a minute.
All right.
Swift -1. Thank you so much for the $1 super chat. I just wanted to.
Yay!
He didn't write anything, but I'm so glad for the support. Thank you so much. And let's see what should we play for you. And we're gonna play
Something worth $1.
something worth $1.
I'd buy that for $1.
You need
we
that
only
clip.
had that
Don't
one.
you have that clip? That's the clip to use for your dollar
Oh,
super stickers.
that's
I
true.
don't
I
think-
don't have it. I don't.
I don't
have
think
it.
we've ever reviewed RoboCop.
No,
He's a cop.
we have not
killer.
reviewed RoboCop.
Book him. He's a
How
cop
about?
killer.
Oh well, we got Jedi Master here. I haven't played this in a
There are a
while.
lot of things I don't know.
That is the end of my friend Mr. Nobody.
The Golden Man.
You must be mistaken, sir. The gentleman and I have never met. Whee!
The days when the robot would troll.
That
Smith.
is when the Golden Kima, Mr. Kima, friggin' hits the robot with something and he loses his mind and goes, "Wee! Here we go." That was one of the funniest. I cried laughing watching that episode. Even the corny ones would had their charm.
Old Man Bird, I do have to say thank you for checking. I have also looked. If I could get a Tendi action figure or even an in-action figure, I would totes. But yeah, no, I know. We're on and Eugene Bird, I have to give you a little bit of an update when it comes to the She-Hulk. Is that I put myself on the wait list as well, and nothing but radio silence. So I think that my hopes of getting a hot toy She-Hulk, I think they're gone unless I get them secondary market. So I'm going to have to switch over to a different green girl. However,
And one that doesn't bench 1,500 pounds. That's an upgrade.
I don't know, man. That sounds like an adventure.
So for this Doomsday reveal, they had like a 6-hour live broadcast where every 15 minutes they would put a
That's a
star
hard-
chair out. And apparently there were no cheers
That's a
for the
hard left turn.
Marvels. People need that resting brief-face.
Oh, they had
Oh, why are
everybody
you
in all the
mad?
chairs. See, I'm not even sure about this chair thing. Do we need to bring up the is it like a musical chairs or what is this?
Can I say a dirty joke?
You're gonna say it without permission, so go ahead.
No, but this is something that I have to ask on a Friday. Can I say a dirty joke? Jill,
Yes.
it's your channel. Is that an
Yeah, I just
affirmative?
said yes, but
Oh, okay. No, it's a Marvel
can't-
Vietnamese spin
you don't
fuck
hear me.
chair. It basically makes you
that's
calm
right.
they're
down
just
your
direct-
time.
They were like director's chairs. They would have like stars. It'd say like George Lucas.
Yes, I
on
see.
it.
I see that. They're director's chair. I see that. I see that. Mhm.
Thank you,
Right.
Master.
So I guess
I don't know why the
Thank you,
Vietnamese
sir. Can I have
perfected
another?
the spin fuck chair. I don't know why it was that from that part of the world, but they really, they're anyway. I should shut up.
No.
I'm having very much fun, and I am wearing pants. So,
Flexible is
Me
the word
too.
you're searching for.
I think we'd like you less if you shut up.
yeah. Wow, that's the nicest thing I've heard all year.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a
Oh
nice
my God,
guy.
my side threat, Scotty. Thanks.
all right. So somebody was mentioning the chairs. Okay, so somebody was
Assimilating
mentioning
knowledge.
So we've got Watcher
Tell
X
me more
telling
about
me
this
about
chair.
exactly. I'm in the same boat as you, assimilating knowledge. Watcher X is talking about director's chair. Scotty art. Well, okay. Hold
Yeah,
on.
no,
What-
but I've been to
your phone is
Nom,
ringing.
so I know what's going on.
I'm gonna hang up on that. All right.
All right.
Oh, that was you.
Yeah, I was checking my phone as well.
Sorry.
And then I realized no one calls me.
Nobody. Well, that's not true. If
It's
you.
just self-deprecating. It's fine.
Okay. So Tony
I
was
do
talking.
the self-deprecating humor
Scotty?
around here.
You
All right,
and
Millhouse,
Tony were
calm
talking
down.
about different actors or those actors who are going to be in the movie that you're wanting
Channing
to.
Tatum.
Yeah,
is what I'm
man.
talking about. Yes, yes.
Tony,
Do you have a chair?
you are a gentleman
Yeah, I guess
who has the Marvel knowledge.
Yes.
Like, what do you think? What do you think of the cast? And most importantly, what I'm curious about is what do you think about the omissions?
I think that it's not a full cast list. I think it's a teasing cast list. That's not the full cast. I think they're
It's like
going to be
20
adding
people.
more. Well, look at Endgame. There was 32 main actors. There were 32
okay.
leading roles. Okay, so no, I think that they just gave out, and the way that those chairs were lined up, that was obviously baiting people. They waited until they brought in the X-Men actors last. You know what I'm saying? Like there was like, okay, and then we'll throw in Channing Tatum, and then there's yours truly at the end of the rows.
That's not you, though. That's not you. Calm down.
No, that's the guy that plays me.
That's the guy who plays you in movies. Yes.
yes. So the thing is I have a feeling that if they're going to add Deadpool roster characters, like Channing Tatum's only role as Gambit was in Deadpool and Wolverine, then it's safe bet to say that there's going to be a few more characters that are going to be coming out of that lot. Obviously, the Sony Universe's X-Men with Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart presiding is going to be represented, which makes me think that this is just going to be another multiversal clash. This is what I'm gathering from it. It's going to be a multiversal clash because there's already hints and rumors alluding to Galactus eating the Earth from the Fantastic Four movie. They're ultimately going to lose that fight, and it's going to be up to somebody to save the day.
So, which movie comes out first? Is it going to be the Fantastic
Four?
Four?
Coming out in just a couple of months.
No,
All
but
right.
Thunderbolts is first, and that'll introduce
Thunderbolts?
Sentry.
Yeah, Sentry.
Which is
Thunderbolts
like
and then Fantastic Four?
Sentry is the Superman of the Marvel universe, from what I recall.
But he's also a douchebag.
He's also a fucking douchebag.
Yes.
He's an alcoholic, self-loathing piece of shit.
He's the kind of individual that would have godlike powers and actually use them in a believable way versus,
Yeah, it's like imagine Hancock with Will Smith, but better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mr. Miles just joined the chat and has
Mr.
told
Miles!
us he had a birthday yesterday.
Happy
I don't
birthday.
like this getting old stuff. He just turned 39 yesterday. I'm only a few months older than you.
Happy birthday!
You've kept that since Christmas.
You young pups in here. I'm the old fatness, I think, this panel.
Well, no, but I'm glad you're here, Jedi Master. I was going to ask you about some classic sci-fi soon, but I've got this other happy birthday video. Where is it? Got to have the other one too.
Kirk and Spock.
Yeah.
Kirk and Spock.
Did I lose it?
Kirk and Spock. Except to say, I can go do the scene.
No, we got to hear it. We
I
got to hear it
lost it.
specifically.
Okay.
Wait, there it is.
Yeah, here it is. I heard you.
Except, of
double-click.
course, happy birthday. Surely the best of times.
You need to get the clip from House MD where he goes, "So it is. The Earth made it around the sun yet another time. If it wasn't a little planet that could."
We are all just monkeys traveling on a rock at an incredible speed. And also,
that's how I feel about my birthdays these days. It's just the more of a Mr. House.
Hey, I got to do this.
Let's do this.
Happy birthday.
Birthday to you.
Oh no, I don't want to. I don't want to do
Birthday
this.
to you. Happy birthday,
Mr. Miles.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Amateurs.
Thanks, Tony. I just got good at dealing with my self-esteem problems, and now I'm a relapse. Thanks a lot.
Oh, I don't mind being told you can call me names. It's fine.
I say it as a
Okay.
labor of love. I say it as a term of endearment. I'm being.
I know I'm being fatuous as usual.
Yeah.
Things have
Wow.
been bad. Things have
Everybody
been
else
bad
be
since.
quiet. Yeah, you're ruining
Things-
each
I
other.
don't do Things have been bad
Monroe-
around.
Actually, I was so happy that my Monroe impression was being interrupted because it was
Things
nice.
have been bad around here since Niles Crane left.
To you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. President.
Thanks, Marilyn. You're great.
Happy birthday to you.
Now I need to
Hey,
lick that cake off of you.
I told
You
J. Edgar
sounded
Hoover.
like Edith
I told
Bunker.
J. Edgar Hoover that I was nailing that, but he did not seem very interested.
I need to get my friend Bobby on here, okay? He's my brother. He's going to take Marilyn for a drive.
Why'd you park the bar so far from the car?
Hey, chowder. That's how we say it in Mass.
Chowder. Hey, say it.
Yeah.
Chowder.
He said chowder. Don't say chowder again.
So Greek letters Larson says, "Who's strangling the cat?" I'm guessing.
No.
Well, that reminds me. Today
We're all
is
strangling
Respect
the
Your
cat.
Day. Respect your cat.
I
Day.
miss my
So-
triangles. I'm sad now.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I have a cat, and I wanted to celebrate the people who do still have their triangles.
Is that what they're calling it?
What? Is what they're
It's a
calling
joke.
it.
Let it go.
Well, I don't know what the joke was, but anyway.
Struggling the cat. Is that what the kids
Oh,
are
that.
calling it
Oh,
these
okay.
days?
Yes.
I believe he was making a pussy joke.
Yes, I got it. Yeah, I got it now. I got it before you explained it. Anyway, I don't know. Be good to your cat today if you got one.
I will
Or-
be
yeah,
very good to my cat today if I had one.
Yeah, you would. I know you would.
I used to have 7. I miss my children.
Oh, do you know where they are? Are you able to get pictures?
I
and
can
stuff?
visit 3 of them.
Oh, good. That's something. I'm sorry, Tony.
Sorry,
Mr.
Tony.
Miles.
You're good.
says,
Look. I'm not going to get
Mhm.
sappy on the air. That's
Yeah.
unprofessional. of me.
Well, I
I'm
can
cool.
hear it though. It's getting there.
Yeah, you can hear it, but you're not going to hear a lot of it.
Tony, this is
Yes,
Dr. Fraser Crane. I'm here. You can get as sappy
Dr.
as you
Fraser
want.
Crane, a pleasure to meet you, sir. Yeah.
Things have been bad since Niles left, so I have plenty of time on my hands.
They're bringing me down.
Yes, it is. Pamper your pussy, take.
All them tossed salads and scrambled eggs are bringing me down.
Okay, so there's also some things that happened for Star Trek on March 27th. In 1989, the episode The Royale aired. That's a Star Trek The Next Generation episode.
Oh, God.
Yeah, The Royale. That was a weird episode. I got it.
You know what? I always wished? I wish that they went in there and they found in addition to finding the body of the space guy, it's like they ran into the guy from the last episode of the first season, LQ Sonny Clemens. It's like, Mr. Clemens, what are you doing here? Are you kidding? This is heaven on earth for me. This is exactly where I want to be. I ain't ever leaving. Hell, Dave, let me introduce you to the low mileage
amazing
I found. What?
No, that would be hilarious. He'd be friends with that other Texan that's there.
Yeah. Was it? I think it's Mayor Winningham or no Dale something. I forgot what his name was, but yeah.
It's a Noble Willingham. Yeah.
Yes,
wow,
Noble
great memory. Great memory.
Because Mayor Winningham was one of the Brat Pack. I saw her in a play once. And it's like, but I always kind of regretted that they didn't do something. I always wanted Data and LQ Sonny Clemens to go on tour throughout the Federation as the Hooey Boys.
Yes, I would love that too. That's the best part of the neutral zone. Is that friendship there that started.
Anyway.
It's funny. It's great. But the Royale, it's just, some aliens. They're there. They're I don't know. I mean, I think it's really funny that an alien species would get a novel. Like they just okay, a novel shows up and they're like, oh, this must be what all of humanity is like. Let's recreate it.
I mean, it has kitsch. It's I'll give it that.
Yeah. And so you just got it's just a casino, and you can and the only way to leave the novel is to finish the novel.
Yep.
It feels like it should be a better episode than it is.
Yeah.
How yeah. It doesn't make a lot of sense though.
Yeah. I mean, it was kind of a reach. Like you would have to suspend a lot of believability to believe that aliens would say, okay, well, we killed all of his crew, but him, and he needs a place to go. So, ooh, look at this novel. Ooh, well,
yeah.
Hey,
thinking of
this is
the Matrix for somebody, and that's
this is obviously what his world is like. So let's put him in it.
Okay, so and a much better episode that released today, but in 1994 was a Deep Space Nine episode called Blood Oath. And so then we also had Blood Oath. That's Gadak's episode.
That's a good Jadzia episode.
Yes, indeed. And bring back some Klingons from the original series with some Next Generation makeup.
Yes. With the albino.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was awesome.
I'm back. Oh,
welcome back, Jedi Master.
The coffee's
getting
to me. 2 cups of coffee. I actually got some left. I'm gonna take a break.
2
cups.
Sometimes you wanna go.
So then also.
Wait, sometimes you wanna go where everybody gives you blame. Dude, it's Jewish cheers.
Oh, okay.
Everybody starts cocaine.
I'll bring this up when he gets back, okay, Mr. Miles? We'll talk about it. Then one other thing that happened today in the year 2000 was A game I never played. The Star Trek Armada video game was released. Have any of you played that?
Oh yes. Oh yes. I think I still have the original CD. I might not, but I played the hell out of that. That was a beautiful game. I remember the music. They had the original actors do the voiceovers. Yes, it was wonderful.
Yeah.
Did you play it?
No, I've never played
Okay.
it. So I want to hear more about it.
So Watcher X, were you about to say something?
Yeah, I'm off topic. I was going to say I saw Last Breath with Woody Harrelson and a Woody Harrelson feature starring as Woody Harrelson. Wouldn't recommend it unless you like watching men.
Wait, what's the name of the movie?
Last Breath. It's a true story of a diver that gets in trouble and they rescue him.
Okay,
I just think it's funny that Woody Harrelson usually plays just himself, and maybe
Jill.
it's True Detective.
While we were waiting for Scotty's...
Wait a minute. But Watcher X just brought up a movie, and he wants to talk about it for a minute. And then what do you want to bring up?
I was just wanting to let everybody know the future of Thanos' story arc. We had an update last night. I had him go watch Snow White. Figured I could share that video with you all. If you would like.
Oh, okay. Okay, sure. Why not? How long is it?
3 minutes.
3 minutes. Okay.
You still
okay.
want to know about
Share it.
Oh.
Yeah, I kind of do, but then we got a little sidetracked with some things.
Gotcha.
All right. Okay, so I got a few things.
Jill did not abandon Fallout. We're
we'll
doing it on the 5th. Dionysus is asking in the chat.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't. I did not abandon Fallout.
It's on the 5th.
Next weekend. Next weekend, I'm gonna play. I just got busy. March is crazy. I had my baby's birthday and everything.
Go ahead, say it. March
break
Madness.
happened. Okay, so we're gonna talk about the Star Trek Armada. I wish there was like
So I mean, basically, it was a What was it like? Well, basically, you could be Federation, you could be Klingons, you could be Cardassians, you could be Borg. And it was in different types of space. And you had to build resources. Like you had to build a starbase, you had to build a space dock, and you would have to build a fleet to battle off your adversaries. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. That's fun. That looks
And the
like
space battles,
like a good time.
The space battles were kind of automatic. Like you wouldn't pilot a ship. You would more like direct ship. You could like pull a window over a bunch of ships and tell them where to go. And so, like you would be, for example, you could be in the briar patch, and you would have to stay out of certain spots because they would start eroding your ship. And then there were wormholes, and it was cool because the original actors did like voiceovers. Like you had Patrick Stewart for the Federation. It was. Yeah, and every and you needed the starbase to get crew and
It's
officers.
not a bad looking game either.
Yeah, it really was a good looking game, and the user interface was good, and yeah, it was just fun, and it had cutscenes that connected everything. So
I don't know if Old Man Bird already said this, but he's like Calto, Calto, Calto. And it's like, oh my God, do you have any idea how difficult it is to stream a Star Trek game? Paramount jumps down your throat like it's, oh my, Ron Jeremy, it's terrible.
Really?
Oh yeah, like anything.
No.
Oh yeah, no, it's an awful situation whenever you try and do a Star Trek game to stream.
I haven't tried it.
My favorite, and I think, but I don't know how it would go. It would probably sideways, is Birth of a Federation. That's my favorite because you get to choose which you can be: the Federation, the Klingons, the Cardassians, or the Ferengi. And you basically start off on your home world and then build your Empire, Alliance, Union, Federation, what have you. Romulans, you can be the Romulans as well.
I still like Bridge Commander. I really like Bridge Commander, though.
Yeah, Bridge Commander's great.
Yeah, Greek Letters Larson says Star Trek Bridge Commander is way better.
Yeah.
But look, this one has board cubes.
Yeah.
I'm sure that one does too.
Yeah.
Which one is the one that's recent with the VR?
I'm not sure.
Okay,
never mind. I'm not up on modern gaming like that. But I remember there were some missions where you were supposed to leave and warp out. Like there was this one mission where it's Federation versus the Cardassians on Bridge Commander, where it's like you had like three cruisers come in, and then 5 cruisers come in, and like 40 cruisers come in. And then it's like, oh yeah, okay. This is Kobayashi Maru territory.
Yeah, it reminds me of those giant battles on EVE Online, which I've only read about because I don't have the stones to play EVE Online.
So yeah, it was.
Look at that data.
Yep.
That's fun. Look at the early 2000 games, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is where it's at.
Is this Activision or Microprose?
No, it was. I think it was Activision. Definitely wasn't Microprose.
Okay.
I mean, it was just a fun game. I mean, they were both fun games, and the user interface was good, and it was just a fun time.
Oh, and the Nim says my preference was Starfleet Command Orion Pirates game. The battles were just like the FASA or ADB board games.
And when I played that game, like I didn't have a history with the classic tabletop ship battles, but those for the people like, and when it comes to Star Trek video games, I'll watch a YouTube video on it no matter what, just to hear about the history and how it sort of faded or how it excelled. And those computer games, I don't know who published them, but like those are very adherent to those original tabletop games from like the late 70s, early 80s.
And well, yeah, that transition between people who love those tabletop games, bringing them to the computer, that's cool. Good stuff.
When I played it, it was a lot of watching. I felt like it was a lot of watching the computer do its thing, not a lot of decision.
Mr. Miles, for his birthday, demands American Scotty.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Thank you for reminding me that. I wanted to bring that back. Mr. Miles says, I have another birthday wish for Scotty to stop being Canadian.
Well, I can do that. But I need sort of a birthday greeting so I can read it, because I do have an American accent. But I need something to read. I can't make it up. I can't make it up on the spot because I'll just go.
Why not? You have the ability to.
Scotty,
you're not my supervisor.
Oh, I got it.
I am hopefully going to strengthen your abilities by goading you into improvising a little bit.
Hold on. Don't I have a video for that one? I think so. Uh-oh. Everybody dropped out. I didn't mean to drop you guys. Oh, God.
How dare you?
There's the Thanos clip, if you're ready for that.
Yeah. Yeah, as I was bringing everybody in, I finally saw that.
Don't you know who I am?
Shall we press button now then?
Press
make
button.
it full screen and then press, yeah.
Oh, why am I being a monkey?
Please to be pressing buttons.
I have left a legacy as a Disney scriptwriter. In hindsight, I can conclude that I have not foreseen the damage that I had caused to pop culture. The mortals blame me, as if I had anything to do with the release of the hollow shell that was Snow White. It seems not enough of this stubborn little planet's population have received word that I am planning to rectify the problem. And they are still calling me a big, purple prick. I decided to go to Stark about this. He said that my works with Marvel and Star Wars had tarnished my name, made me a laughingstock among the community of supervillains he now works with. He told me to watch this film to see why it is compared to my former work. I found it, quite frankly, hilarious. I never thought that Grimm's fairy tale would make such a comedic debut. The script writing, some of the lines, the on-par auto-tuned musical numbers, and the dwarves were so terrible I found it refreshing as a comedy. This diatribe is on par with The Amazing Bulk and Birdemic on IMDb on being one of the best, worst movies ever made. But when I found that it was supposed to be serious, that Zegler did this for her agenda, that the other mortals still blamed me alongside the others, it welled. I'm haunted by the ghost of this film now. I am preparing to embark on my quest to make things right. Alas, in my salary, I am forced to take the bus, alongside those ghosts. But if the mortals cannot see that I seek balance, and to restore pop culture, then maybe I will be forced once more to shove the message down their throats. For good.
The narrative.
It's up to these Terrans to make the choice when I finally gather the stones. Assemble my quest once more. Balance Disney, or infinitely replace every production on Earth to Snow White.
Or put it another way, everybody has a story to tell.
Oh, and all you have to do is listen.
Yeah.
I do
Excellent
like
work,
that guy
Tony.
a lot.
AI assets, but voice acted by me.
Well, there you go.
Oh, I have to find this, but I'm trying.
What
to
are you
find
What are you looking for, Scotty? Are you looking for?
Well,
something?
it's I'm trying to fulfill a request for a birthday, but I have to find the quote.
Happy,
There's going to be a dramatic
birthday.
reenactment, and someone has to be Captain Picard. So who
Mr.
wants to
Miles
be?
says, "Oh, who wants to be Captain?" Well, Max has a really good Captain Picard for you.
Okay, but okay.
Wonderful.
Don't do it yet. Don't do it yet. Not before.
I'm getting ready.
Let me find my thing. Let me find my thing.
So we're
I need a
preparing for
microscope.
A bit of radio theater. Mr. Miles says, "I guess it doesn't matter. Canada will become the 51st state in due time. We will welcome you with open arms, Scotty."
We're too big.
It'll become
No,
a
I'm sure.
territory.
It'll be like 10 states.
A protectorate.
60 states.
What, like Puerto Rico? We don't want that.
No.
Well, actually, you know what? It would work out if we were a protectorate. I like that. We're like a moon base.
Hey, but when Hurricane Maria struck, Trump went down there and gave him paper towels. Wouldn't you like paper towels in a disaster?
Well, and I don't want to bring the conversation down, but when it comes to what Canada has done, when it comes to, like, come on, we did a bunch of great stuff in a particular September, and we were on your side and helpful. And the thing is that no matter what's going on between Canada and the United States right now, if such a tragedy and such an affront against our American brothers and sisters were to happen again, we would totally open our airports and say, no, you can land here. Like, everyone's getting all uppity, but the thing is that, like, I think I'm a great Canadian because I live in Canada and that's all the requirement that I need.
You should love your country.
I do love my country, but I love your country too. Just because we've shared a landmass for such a long time, we've shared culture for such a long time. I think you guys are great. And there have been ups and downs, strikes and gutters, of course, with every relationship. Hey, welcome to the channel.
If shit ever hit the fan, Scotty, we'd be there in a heartbeat.
I think so. That's what I hope.
I think even though this is mostly gunboat diplomacy, it is corrosive to a point.
But I don't want to get into politics.
Me
'Cause-
neither. Me neither. Let's be careful with that.
Agreed.
But there's a review
Let's
for
start
your
talking
video,
about our Lord and
Tony.
Savior Jesus Christ. No, I'm kidding.
Old Man Bird says that's the type. Okay, everybody.
You mean
I made it worse.
You mean your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? I'm Jewish.
I told you. Oh, Jesus. Do you have any hot Jewish girlfriends? Like, do you know any hot Jew girls? Because I am so into brunettes.
I know, Scotty.
I believe in Q. So that's my religion.
Might as well believe in the flying spaghetti monster.
Oh, nice.
But
I like
I
that.
just wanted to read this from Old Man Bird because Tony was looking for some feedback, and this is what
James
he's got.
Cassert is about
That's
to say
some Titanic constipation right there.
Well, that is the Disney script writing process. Thanos has learned how to put that onto the printed page. And thank you, Assimilating Knowledge. Thank you. Thanos was right. Yes. Agreed.
Here we are.
All right. There we are. Yes.
All right. I think I'm finding it.
The Mighty Gorlak.
Oh.
Gorlak the Destroyer.
Who's that?
Oh no.
Don't. Just you're better off for not knowing.
Oh.
But on that note, I need to make like a tree and get out of here. I want to thank you for giving me a chance to warm up my voice, wake up a little bit. I got to finish a script, 2 scripts.
Oh wait, let me eject Mr. Stock from the premises. Mr. Stock, we got 86 here. I'm sorry, it's house policy.
Oh, an ad. 1 second. I didn't have any of that loaded.
You can just give us the up. Okay.
Yeah, but that's boring now, isn't it? If I'm going to do any work, I might as well at least do that.
Testing. 1, 2. Roll that beautiful bean footage. Coming up on the Stock of Iron YouTube channel, we have a podcast called The Stockcast. Isn't that ironically kind of a bad pun, rather? But we'll be talking about the pop culture news of the day, happening tomorrow night at 6:30 Eastern Standard, 5:30 Central Time. Broadcasting then on Monday will be the next episode of Stock Stakes, as we do try to make sure that we do get to 1,500 subscribers. We are 25 away, ladies and gentlemen. So if you want to see more of the narrative of how Thanos is going to either destroy the terror that has become woke pop culture, or actually increase it with the Infinity Stones, please subscribe, because you will find out on every episode of Stocks Thursday Matinee, the variety show that happens before the variety show here on YouTube. This advertisement was brought to you by the fine folks at Grey Tortoise Cigarettes, the Nuka-Cola Corporation, and Iodine Toothpaste, because if you're going to ruin your smile with the first 2 products, the least you can do is bring it on home and be an overachiever with a tube of unmitigated bleach and fluoride. Thank you, Anti-Gravity Jill, for having me on here to provide the proper amount of shenanigans. I know that I was busy doing other things in the background a lot and did not have any chance to speak, but I felt like I just made that up in the last 2 minutes. Thank you, everybody, and have a wonderful afternoon.
Tony, you don't have to worry about that. It's great when you can come on and just be yourself.
Let me ask you,
Absolutely smashing.
Does this Stark Steak thing, does it have, do you got New York Strip Prime?
Hey, turn off the radio so we don't get all that echo. Oh, it's auto-playing. We don't have control over it, apparently.
Tony?
Pardon?
There you are. There you are.
Can I get a Stark Steak medium rare?
It is a rare medium, well done.
Forget about it.
That's what I thought. You all have a good one, folks. And
I refuse.
Take care.
Yeah.
And, see you tonight at the Castle in the Hollow Earth, at least for a little bit, because Alf will be hanging out with Snow Dove at 9:30.
I'll see you there, Tony.
Y'all have a great
See you
night.
there, Tony. Take care, buddy.
Oh no! Or do we still have an echo? Yeah, it was Tony's echo. Yeah.
Do we still have an
off
echo?
his radio thing.
It was Tony's echo.
It was Tony's echo.
So
thank you, Tony, for hanging out and being yourself. I like you.
Yeah.
Just the
My
way
favorite-
you are.
My favorite voice is Tony's voice.
Me too. My favorite voice is also
Hey.
Tony's voice.
Well, no, I mean when Tony
I
does
see.
voices, I like everybody else's voices, but when Tony is
No.
when Tony is earnest and himself is the one that I enjoy hanging out with the most.
Me too, and he knows that, so that's why he comes on here. I mean, he knows
it's
he
a
can
good
be himself
time.
here, and
Yes.
I enjoy it. It's my favorite. Also, it's also my favorite voice that Tony does is the one he was born with. Oh, hey, and Wes Cagle.
Wes
just
Cagle.
sent a super chat. Oh, wow,
Oh,
that's
dude.
really kind of you. Thank you. You're so sweet. Wes Cagle says for $2, good tea. Nice house. And now I will play all of my warp clips, but they're all over the place, so I gotta find each and every one.
Good tea. Nice house.
Tell him he is a pretty cat. And a good cat.
I will feed him.
Sir, I protest. I am not a merry man.
And where did I put the other one? Oh,
It's behind
Warrior.
the couch.
Yeah, it's right here.
Prune juice.
Warriors drink.
Yes, I love you. That'd be worth. Michael Dorn, you're amazing. And Wes Cagle. Thank you.
I'm surprised that Sunsweet didn't try and capitalize on that.
It would have been good marketing, yeah.
Yeah.
So who's gonna be Picard?
Oh, right, we got a radio play to do. Hold on, let me figure out where I'm going.
I kind of stuffed it up, so we're starting with the second in the private chat, and then we're going back to the first one. And you're gonna have to read along because the Qs and the Picards, you're gonna have to pay attention. I'm not as good at this.
Oh.
I didn't find a good transcript.
Oh, he's
Unless
still
Jill,
listening
if
while
you
he works.
Oh, nice.
What transcript
cool.
do you want?
Is
Well,
this
I
from
want
all
the
good, is this from All Good Things?
Yeah, Jill, I want the one that we did the other night.
Oh, yeah, I put that all in the. Okay, do you want the whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay,
And I
well,
wanna
you're
do it
gonna
with
have
someone
to talk about
else.
something.
Okay. I can
thought you
talk
were gonna
about
do it with Max.
So
Yeah.
here's
We already decided that.
Mac, yeah. But
Mhm.
like we recorded it and you're going to edit it. And so that's something that's
Yeah.
coming in the far future. Like you have so much
Yeah,
stuff on
for
your
sure.
plate. You've got Lord of the Rings and you've got
Lord of the Rings is why it's a party today because I gotta read.
Oh no.
So
Why are you
so
rubbing
for
it
me
in?
to
You
put-
know I can't read.
Are
So
we,
for me to-
are we
for me to
doing,
put
are we
this
doing any
in-
voice acting today?
Before
Yes, we
do
are.
our
We are.
radio
We're getting
play-
the script, but I fucked up this. Sorry, but I messed up the script.
But that's okay. All you guys got to do is come up with something to talk about for a while.
Yeah,
And
so
don't
talk about
follow-
something.
Do not follow James Caserta's advice. Do the opposite of shutting up. But since he said shut up, Scotty, there's something I have to play.
Hey, yo,
Yes,
Scotty.
there is.
Scotty. Hey, yo, Scotty, why'd you have to mess up the script? Why'd you have to mess
Sir, I know this may finish me as an acting ensign, but
Shut up, Wesley.
Yo, that screwed up script that killed Apollo. Now I'm gonna come after you.
I'm not gonna take any guff from Sylvester Stallone. I'm looking at you, Rocky Five.
I'm gonna come after you. I have to be your worst nightmare.
What is your favorite Expendables movie?
Me?
Yeah.
I haven't seen them yet.
Any of them?
I
No,
have
me
not
neither.
seen them yet.
No, me neither.
No, it's hey, look, I just started watching Orville, so you're
in for a treat, dude. What a great
I know. Like my media consumption is not on schedule. So
Well, and that's one of the things that I really enjoy about Master.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna force choke you, Scotty. That's it.
You know how I like it. You're not my supervisor.
No.
I know what you wanted.
Oh God! I just
You
had a
just
thought.
didn't
It's like in the latest Star Wars franchise, Darth Vader goes to choke a woman, and she goes to HR to complain. It's like, nobody chokes me without my consent.
Yeah,
Mr.
My
Thank you, Jill. We could have just gone to Chuck Toya.
Really? Come on, Mr. Miles. Does it come out as Surrey? Surrey.
I thought it was sorry.
What are you talking about?
Sworry. You say it like sword when you're Canadian. Sworry.
It's S words.
But it's so strange because you pinch the front of your mouth when you say sorry like a Canadian, but when you're saying sorry like an American, you're just like wide open sarlacc pitting like you want something in the back of your throat. Sorry. Regional dialects. Oh, we have it. We're going. Are we ready? Is that all of it? Oh,
no, it's not ready. It's not
ready
yet.
It's not ready yet. I'm sorry. I'm a boy looking at the souffle through the window in the oven.
The best movie I've seen recently was Companion. It's about they have sort of AI robots like in Blade Runner, and things go horribly wrong.
That's usually the way it goes. Like when they started making humanoid or bipedal robots, the first thought I had was like, has nobody seen Westworld?
I could just paste the link, and Scotty and I can go to Chuck Toya and get the script.
No.
I'm doing it.
Yeah, Jill's got it going on.
I'm happy. I'm happy. This is the way I do it.
Oh, okay.
I get to follow along too.
I just wanted to suggest.
No, it's a good suggestion. It's a good suggestion, but I am a drunken Ed McMahon yelling at Johnny to, fix it up.
The monkey was funny and gory, but it didn't have any tension the way you think horror should.
Ed, is it true that you're behind this scandal at American Family Publishers?
That is correct, sir.
That is correct, sir.
You know what do you know what movie I watched, which was good, but just ungodly boring, but good?
Yeah.
Conclave.
Never seen it.
It has Ray Fiennes as the dean of the Catholic of the College of Cardinals, and the Pope dies, and all the cardinals come from all around the world and to elect a pope, and you get to see like the politics of what's going on inside.
Well,
the
I didn't. Yeah, but I didn't see the Da Vinci Code.
Oh.
So I don't know.
You don't have to. It's not. It's
I thought it was a sequel
movie. No.
Oh.
It's a self-contained movie. I mean, I don't even know if I didn't know if I've never seen any of the Da Vinci Code Dan Brown stuff. But it was just an interesting movie, and I like Ray Fiennes. It's like another good Ray Fiennes movie is The Menu. If you've ever seen it.
I love that.
Yeah.
but that's also like that's Anna Taylor-Joy. That she's great in that. I think everybody's John Leguizamo. I need more of him.
Yeah, okay, I don't know. We'll talk. That's a conversation for another time.
Yes, it's a conversation for another time because now we're back to our Star Trek radio broadcast of one of the ending scenes of All Good Things.
Before we start, I do
Scotty R37 as Q and Max Redstone as Captain Picard.
All right.
What do you want to do?
I just want to say, no, I was being facetious, Tiger Stripes. I understand that Conclave has nothing to do with the Da Vinci Codes, but I think it's funny because they all have to do with Catholicism. But
is he correct? Is he being facetious or is he being fatuous?
I could be both.
Both.
Okay.
Double points. All right. So I have to start. Hang on a second. I got to clear my throat. So, and a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3, 4. The Continuum didn't think you had it in you, Jean-Luc, but I knew you did.
Are you saying it worked? We collapsed the anomaly?
Is that all this meant to you? Just another spatial anomaly? Just another day at the office?
Did it work? Did it work?
Well, you're here, aren't you? You're talking to me, aren't you?
What about my crew?
The anomaly, my crew, my ship. I suppose you're worried about your fish, too. Well, if it puts your mind at ease, you saved humanity once again.
Thank you.
For what?
You had a hand in helping me get out of this.
I was the one who got you into it. A directive from the Continuum. The part about the helping hand, though, that was my idea.
I sincerely hope that this is the last time that I find myself here.
You just don't get it, do you, Jean-Luc? The trial never ends. We wanted to see if you had the ability to expand your mind and your horizons. And for one brief moment, you did.
When I realized the paradox.
Exactly. For that one fraction of a second, you were open to options you had never considered. That is the exploration that awaits you. Not mapping stars and studying nebula, but charting the unknowable possibilities of existence.
Q, what is it that you're trying to tell me?
You'll find out. In any case, I'll be watching. And if you're very lucky, I'll drop by to say hello from time to time. See you out there. Yeah, ma-na-na, ma-na-na.
No, I was going to say, sorry.
That was, and you know what the worst part is that I was going to do that all Valley Girl to do my American accent, but as soon as I saw the dialogue, I was like, no, you got to do this. Like, you got to do this.
So,
oh wait. Do you want to do a brief one? Go back to the top. Go back to the top for a second.
Okay.
All right. So,
okay.
The Continuum didn't think you had it in you, Jean-Luc, but I knew you did.
Are you saying that word? We collapsed the anomaly?
Is that all it's meant to you? Just another special anomaly. We don't have to go forth anymore. We don't have to
Who's making clones? Anyway, thank you guys. That was a great performance. Awesome.
The Caminos. The Caminos are making clones.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, that was all for me. I just wanted to have that fun.
Well, there you go.
Okay. Yay.
And that was also for Mr.
Stripes.
Miles. Someone.
Do you know what Tiger Stripes is referring to? She says, you can't scoop anything to do with Christianity into one big pile, Scotty.
Yeah.
A lot of Catholics were big time offended by Da Vinci Code.
Yeah.
And what's the fish's name? Livingston.
Livingston. The Passion of the Christ was very offensive as well, but they're making a sequel.
Yeah. Really?
Well, they have to bring him back. It's going to be Jesus 2, The Search for Spock.
Hold on.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
There's a resurrection in both.
My internet is working.
I thought it was correlative.
Okay, hold on. I might phase out. I'm gonna switch to my normal internet.
Mr. Miles says, out of all the accents, Scotty goes with Valley Girl. Thanks.
Okay. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Thanks. You killed something inside
me.
The
internet is working.
Mr. Miles, I grew up on Saved by the Bell, so I'm a Kapowski at heart.
It's all right because I'm going to hell.
Oh, that's not my favorite, but
hey, you know what? Look, you throw Estelle Getty from the Golden Girls taught Generation X how to cook spaghetti. You throw it up against the wall, and if it sticks, it's ready. It doesn't always stick.
Saved by the Bell to the Golden Girls in
I took us
less
there.
than a second. No, it's a good one. It's good. Thank you for being a
I
friend.
took us there.
I'm back. Sorry, guys.
No, don't apologize. We've been shitting the bed since you left.
They've been just enjoying
Jedi Master, I will take that apology in writing, please.
Can I say it in Greek?
Very well.
Gag me with a
Studialo.
gravy ladle. I'll take Valley Girl over Vocal Fry any day.
So what you all? I was listening in my ear so I could hear.
I will be back in 1 minute. I gotta tell my mom the Wi-Fi's working.
Like almost all young women have Valley Girl accent these days. It's pervasive on a global scale. I'm never doing that again.
Yeah.
Okay,
no,
so-
really? You don't have a Valley Girl impression?
Like gag me with a ladle.
I do, but I made it too subtle because I was embarrassed to do it. Mr. Miles says, if you throw noodles at my kitchen wall, you won't be allowed in my kitchen again.
And if I can just reread that.
Sure, go for it.
If you throw noodles at my kitchen wall, you won't be allowed in my kitchen again.
Well, you might be allowed in my kitchen if you look at these. Apparently, Paramount's doing something with Master Replica, and they're making toys, trying to look for good things that are happening with Star Trek. But I don't know, it's kind of. But I see a lot of filth up here. There's one ship. That's not filth. What is this?
That is a scale model of the USS Enterprise.
Yes. But not all of them are. What the hell is this? This is not
That is the Cerritos.
Yeah, see, that's filth. Okay. And
Fuck
that's
you.
filth too.
Sorry, Jill. I didn't
Also-
mean to be so
also
reactionary.
filth,
D.
She's
So
a
are
purist.
they just releasing those three? Okay. I guess I'm not that as interested as I wanted to be. I tried to find good news, Scott.
Ooh.
I wanted to be happy.
Ooh, what,
Well,
what
can
were
you
we
can you
what were we
find the
looking
Devon
at?
attendee?
Yes, I have found Tendi. That's why I got really upset.
You got upset at the existence of Tendi. All right, fine.
Here, look at her.
I will. See, I'm totally in. I want that.
Wow.
It's probably cheaper than She-Hulk.
It's
No, I would take all three. I would absolutely.
all of
If
this
I
is
could get,
filth.
yeah, that's a triumvirate of whimsy that I enjoy. I like Lower Decks.
Those are
All
cool.
of these figures are all from Mitra. This is none of this is Star Trek. Except
Mm.
only.
For
But
Spock.
it is, Jill.
In name only.
We talked about this last night, and I thought we came to some sort of an
Okay,
accord.
and now I'm gonna go away from this filth over here.
It exists.
It does exist,
Whether or not you
but I can
like
call
it.
it names if I want.
It's a funny story. It's a funny story that I found out about my tastes and the opinions of others. I lost my virginity to a woman who worked at a photomat in a mall, and so I hung out with her on Saturdays at the food court. And we would go and hang out with her best friend who worked at the record store. So one day he came over and he shared some A&W fries with us. And he said that the worst thing that he had ever heard from any artist ever was that Eric Clapton disavowed his electronic era during the 1980s. And the reason for that was, well, what if some of your fans were interested in your electronic era in the 1980s and then discovered the better parts of your career and library through the introduction of a part of your discography that,
Penny. Sorry,
Yes,
go ahead.
Penny's here. Hello, Penny.
Hey, Penny. And so the
But you're
whole
talking
thing
about
is
one
that
creator who's making creations that come from his soul and heart, and we're talking about something that's been taken from a creator and has been desecrated to all
as far as
ashes
Gene
and dust.
Roddenberry was concerned, Star Trek 6 was an abomination.
Yeah, but that's okay. It's
Oh,
the thing
that's
is,
fine.
it
I'm
tried.
glad we're picking and choosing.
Well, no, I'm not picking and choosing because
Yes, you
the
are.
thing
By
with the
definition,
movies.
you are.
But the thing with the movies is that they were created from a care and support of Gene Roddenberry. Even if he ended up rejecting it, they wanted to make what he created.
How can you
they weren't
defend that
trying,
position?
They weren't trying
Considering
to
that it
fix
is well
Star Trek.
documented that he hated the militaristic
It does.
aspect of Starfleet post Star Trek the Motion Picture. He hated it.
But guess what? He still had influence in the movie. He didn't want the Vulcan to be the same Vulcan from Star Trek 2.
And everyone hated that, and everyone thought it
so we
would have
got
been more
Valaris.
impactful if it had been Sarah or Saavik.
But it's proof that the production people cared about Gene Roddenberry, even if he ultimately rejected the movie. They cared about his vision. They cared about making Star Trek, and even if it strayed a bit from what specifically he wanted, it still had the heart and soul of Trek. And of course, we've had live streams about it. We love this movie.
As PvP would
got
say, we've already heard
generations.
this story before.
There's a huge
generations.
difference.
I must
No.
protest.
We're talking about a better movie.
The Klingons would become what did you say? The Klingons would become the intergalactic trash of the galaxy or something.
Yeah, we're talking about
Alien
Star
trash
Trek
of the
6,
galaxy.
the undiscovered country, and it's a great movie. It's
I
a great
actually
movie.
enjoyed that one very much. Kim Cattrall was in it.
Yeah.
She played.
Yeah, but I like that they
Oh!
didn't make Saavik the one who turncoat. The one who's
Penny.
corrupted.
Yeah.
A corrupted Vulcan. Gene Roddenberry was right, and they
eventually-
changed it because of him.
Guys,
in Gambit, they eventually did turn Robin Curtis, though.
Yeah, but that was, great actress, different
I'm
character.
just saying.
But Penny has sad news.
Oh no, Penny!
Oh, no.
I have no idea. I didn't read that. My cat Bandit died last night.
Sorry for your loss, Penny.
Sorry,
I'm
Penny.
so sorry. No, okay. So our.
But okay,
I've
so
lost
here's
my
my
cat.
thing.
But not in that way. I lost her, but I never found her body. And it was devastating because I kept looking for her, and it drew on. And I'm so sorry you lost your cat, Penny.
Anyway, no, I'm sorry. That's the poorest choice of words I've ever done.
That is a shitty transition, Scotty.
Yeah, that was
You're gonna
awful.
have to cycle back on that one.
I
you
think
can
I
do
should take
so
a time
much
out
better.
for a moment and shut up. No, but Penny, I've lost a couple of pets, and the thing is that it's a hole in your soul that it's like, there's nothing. It's like, well, I could just go get a new one, and it's like, no, but it's not going to be that one. It's not going to be it's not going to be my friend. I'm going to have to work at this. This is like
It's gonna have a different personality. Yeah,
I'm gonna make
they're gonna be new.
I'm gonna make a stunning admission. The only pets I've had were fancy rats, but the first pair
like the
that I
secret
had,
of Nim.
no, just
Yes.
they're rats that are meant for like being pets, not food or lab work. So, anyway, it was with a girlfriend that I had at the time. They were named Guinan and Counselor Troy, and and the first one passed away, just died, and I was like, I was inconsolable for like 20 minutes, because they're really great pets. I got attached to them, so
I can't fathom losing.
I'm sorry.
Right now, I just couldn't even comprehend it. If I would.
No, and that's the cruel thing is that we love our pets, but they're not with us very long. and they're
Life
they
is
very quickly
fleeting
become family.
and madness.
I'm sorry
takes
for your loss,
control.
My
Benny.
son. He's like a son to us.
I've had a German Shepherd with hip dysplasia. I've had a dog just drift into death on a neighbor's lap. I've had a dog that I had to get so stoned that it would stop whining about the pain that they were in until I could take it to a vet to end their lives. And the thing is every moment that I had with all three of these animals were some of the best moments I had a dog hang itself, not on purpose. But the thing was short leash,
leaving it
tall
outside.
fence. And so
definitely don't leave your animal tied up in the backyard.
Well, and also
learning
don't play the
experience.
Smiths while your dog is in the backyard, because then, geez, they're just gonna end it all.
Can I bring some levity in the situation?
I thought the hanging by the Smiths was
before
levity.
you do, Centaur Ranger Donnie says this Wednesday marks 2 years since his dad's passing. I'm sure. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your
people
loss.
passing more important than pets passing.
To quote the
Wow.
great Henry Jones,
Franco.
Dr. Henry Jones Sr., we named the dog Indiana.
Had a lot of good times with that dog. Also, based on this complete diversion, and now that Tony's not here to give us attention to the yellow bands, there is something.
Yeah. There is something. Old Man Bird. Well, yeah. See, but I had to. Well, you know what I was doing. You know how it works.
I think
Old
so.
Man Bird. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. He says they defiled it with dark magic.
Is that like from Pet Sematary?
No, that's from Harry
The
Potter.
Grey Lady.
Oh,
I don't know.
You know it.
She
Good work.
blinded me
I
with
am a Harry
science.
Potter fanatic. Me and my wife honeymooned at Universal.
No
in
way.
2014. Oh
That
my
is
God, we were the
so
first
cool.
ones to go into Diagon Alley. I swear, we were
I
lined up
was
there.
there. Oh my.
It was
I'm sorry.
amazing.
Tell me more.
I'm laughing at the chat.
No, we went there. We got married, and I didn't get to see her after high school. She kind of went off and did her thing, and I asked her out. I was too young and too short, and what have you. To make a long story short, I went off in the military. She went off to college. Found her in 2010 on the Facebook. She was in a bad situation. We ended up talking, meeting up, and then I didn't know she would develop feelings for me at this point in our lives because she actually pursued me, and next thing you know, we got married at 4 years later. 2014, we got married August 2nd, and we just were married 10 years, been together 15, and we honeymooned at Universal.
Aww.
It was great. We drove down from Massachusetts at the time we were living before we moved to Florida, and we drove there and we stayed at the Cabana Bay Beach Resort, which was just opened, and we got to eat at the Leaky Cauldron one morning, the 3 broomsticks, and it was amazing. The Diagon Alley was just like you were in the movie. I can't emphasize enough to make the trip to go to Universal. It's got Disney beat to death. That place is amazing.
Absolutely.
That's a low
It
bar
is
to step
amazing.
over now. So wow.
That's true too. But which did you like better, the frozen butterbeer or the hot butterbeer?
Loved it
Oh my
all.
God,
I got 4 wands in my collection. We've been there like 3 times.
Is the butterbeer actual beer?
It's
no.
It's ginger ale with cream soda.
Gotcha.
Look, I've got you, Old Man Bird. Here it is.
He defiled it with dark magic.
Oh, that movie's amazing.
not the
Deathly
whole
Hollows Part 2.
I'm glad I said it because the clip gets cut off.
The characters are amazing. The writing. I mean, I could go
Yeah.
on about Harry Potter for weeks.
Definitely.
Marathon stream.
Well, I reviewed all the Harry Potter last year, and so it's funny Scotty ran away for it. But oh, that's so lovely. Well, when you went, did they have Hagrid's motorbike yet? that
That
was my
ride
favorite.
had not been put in until the third time we went. It just
Mhm.
we rode into the castle, which is amazing. The castle ride's stunning, and you get in there, and it's like you're in riding in a Quidditch field, and it's the CGI is stunning, and you feel like you have to go to get the full experience, the 4D experience. The Transformers ride is everything there is just
Nice.
the Simpsons. The
Oh yeah, the
E.T., the
Simpsons ride is
classic.
good. Hell
Oh,
yeah.
I
Oh,
love that
E.T.
place.
That's such a funny ride.
Oh.
It's like, okay, do you
Getting
want
on
to
the
see E.T.'s
bikes.
family?
Oh, we loved it. We were like big kids. Me and my wife were in our 50s, and we're riding with the kids. We didn't give a shit. We had a blast.
It's a really cute ride.
Oh,
If you
it's
ever
so
wanted
much
to
fun.
know what it was like to visit E.T.'s planet, you gotta ride the ride.
I kept my little card that they take at the end. They gave it to me because I went there once on my birthday, and the lady goes, "You can keep it."
A card?
Yeah, they give you because you get it, and then the alien they say your name. One of the aliens when you're in ET's
Oh.
world says your
Mm.
name. It's
They don't
pretty
do that
amazing.
anymore. I got there just too late for that.
What do you write it down or something? It's like
No,
I
it's a
could-
card. They put your name and
I could
from your tag when they
Yeah,
scan
no,
you.
I was just thinking it's like I could like, write down some sort of outrageous name for the aliens to say, but that's just me.
I can imagine
Yeah, but
something.
gosh,
I'm sure with the kids there.
but they had everything. They had the
Men
flourish
in
and
Black ride
flux.
stunk. I didn't like that one.
The what?
The
Men in
MIB
Black?
ride, Men in Black
Oh.
ride. When you ride around
that
and you
was like a
shoot those
video
things.
game. That was a
Yeah,
video
I
game.
didn't
You were
like
either
that.
good at it, you either sucked at it, shooting the aliens, or
King Kong
or you
Skull
had
Island
fun.
was amazing. King Kong Skull Island. I love that too.
Oh, I didn't.
We love
I
that.
didn't see that one.
Yeah, but anyways, I didn't mean to
The
take over. I
Jurassic Park
apologize.
one actually seemed like it was kind of getting old. Like they don't update the dinosaurs on there.
Yeah, I can't do roller coasters, so
Oh.
I have to
Oh,
limit
okay.
my
So you
rides
couldn't
to
have done
CGI
Hagrid's.
rides.
Because Hagrid's is the
Oh.
best one. I love
I
Hagrid.
got some
The only that is the best. That is the best ride. But it's a roller coaster, so you probably wouldn't ride it.
Yeah, I can't go on that. Can't go on the Gringotts either. Unfortunately, I don't think. But
Oh no,
it's,
that's
I
mostly
have a
CGI.
yeah.
But I guess it's on rails.
I got gifted a mechanical hot valve from the military.
Oh.
A little bit of a
Yeah.
side residual. I don't want to get into it because we're talking about other stuff. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's why I can't go on roller coasters.
Well, I love roller coasters, and the most intense roller coaster at Universal, besides Hagrid's is really awesome. But the Velociraptor, that Jurassic Park one, that is crazy. My only problem is I sat next to this lady who was screaming like crazy the entire time, and
Oh.
I need to ride that ride again without an insane person next to me.
Yeah.
You're, like
With-
you scream at the right time during the roller coaster, not every single second.
We're 30
Yeah.
minutes from Universal.
I'm gonna ask.
We're
I'm
pretty
just
close.
I just have to ask. Was she Jewish?
No, I don't know. I didn't ask for her religion.
I'm kidding.
That's funny. That's funny.
He's gonna make me become the Eye of the Jew. I got my stuff. I'm gonna get like from Beer Fest when he gets the Eye of the Jew. No,
What?
I'm Jewish
Oh,
too,
look.
my friend.
Yeah, well, I kind of suspected.
Yeah.
There were a few hints. Cinema Gulp. Hello to Ben. Happy Friday. Channel.
Ben.
Ben, are you free? Come join us. We'll be on for like another 30 minutes, and then I gotta leave.
I'm gonna. I am gonna duck out in a little bit because I want to go fly my drone later today. But I'm
good
gonna
idea.
stay on for a bit more.
Mm. Another crash. Oh, the YouTube is always crashing. That's like, what is going on with
Duck of Death.
Well, it's not just the Duck of Death, it's YouTube itself. Just always. And as Franco said that, my chat crashed again. There it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It goes again.
Mine crashed twice yesterday.
Mm-hmm. No, but we'll get through it.
YouTube. It was crashing. It was kicking people off.
You letting people comment. You take the super chats. You take the 30%.
Well, and StreamYard, yes, is kicking you guys off whenever it wants. It's just like, okay, Jill, suddenly all your panelists are going to disappear. And so I'm always afraid you guys are going to think I kicked you off on purpose.
No. Well, see, it's like, I don't know. We could blame your husband. Like, it's like for Mrs. Dadman, we always say we'll blame Mr. Dadman.
Oh, you want to blame my husband? Okay. Well, he is historically a Klingon. So, hello and welcome to West Kegel.
West Kegel.
Hey, Wes Kegel.
What's going on?
What up?
Kegel.
Assimilate this.
Does anyone remember Mr. Belvedere? Is that West Kegel that just came in? Hello, West Kegel.
Hello, Max. What's going on? What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today?
All right.
Welcome.
There's a solution to the YouTube problem, says Sigvaldison. Oh, no.
Yes. Yes.
You're laughing because you know what he means.
Did I hear Ben was here?
Yeah, Ben's here in the chat.
That's great.
Dagobah.
Oh man.
Get your ass over here, you will.
You know what? If I ever have a one night stand with a lady and she starts screaming Dagobah at the moment of climax, I'm gonna be like, I'm marrying this girl.
No,
You better.
That's a kind of a gold standard right there.
Dagobah! It's like, what? Seriously? It's moist. Yeah.
On the Harry Potter thing.
See you again, I will.
And cue James Caserta saying, "Shut up, Scott."
Dagobah, never forget.
Well, I didn't put up my I'm watching you, Scotty avatar yet, so you're good.
Great.
I have to sneeze.
Gesundheit and yay.
Well,
you know what?
I know which dwarf she is. Sneezy.
The thing is that when you hear a girl sneeze, and I'm again objectifying sneezes, it's like when you hear a girl go achoo, it's like that's adorable. The worst one is when you hear a girl go like
it's like when she trumpets it.
Yeah. It's like, come on, be better. Do better.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
sound like a mouse.
Yeah, like try to be
Try
a
to
little
be
cuter with your
mousy.
sneezes, ladies.
Oh no, it's absolutely gross. I mute most of it. Tiger Stripes says, "God bless you."
Gesundheit.
Comes out loose.
Oh, stop it! But I get it.
Yeah, so
funny.
you're
It
not
is funny.
alone. You're not alone. Sigvaldison says, "I remember a girl in college that had the cutest sneeze."
I know,
On the
right?
next episode of Star Trek, Counselor Troy has a sneeze and it's not cute. On the next episode of Star Trek, The Next Generation. Ba, 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 ba.
Oh, and Tiger
you
Strip
guys
says,
gonna read
"Scotty,
that
that's
thing?
super offensive. It's impossible to regulate one sneezes." This is true.
Yeah, you know what?
Need to
And
read
you're
this?
absolutely correct. I
The
apologize.
second one was a queef, apparently, and not a sneeze that you impersonated.
Oh,
According to
no.
Mr. Miles.
It's a bit graphic.
Oh, Miles.
Well, but it's a thing that happens to some people.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
Do both require Kleenex?
Sometimes.
All right.
I don't know.
Oh, Scotty.
Well, no, it's a valid question. Don't go
It is a good question.
Oh. And the ref takes a point away.
Was there? Oh, did I miss Tiger Stripes offering a marriage proposal. I'm sorry, I missed that.
No, it was mine. I did that. And then you know what? And it was, I don't know if you've noticed, ladies and gentlemen, but we are completely incompatible in long-term situations. So,
Scotty, we need more power in 3 minutes or we're all dead.
I'll give it to you.
Hey, Captain.
Yeah.
You bet your ass, Captain.
You know what? It's not often enough that we recognize Jimmy Doohan and Scotty. I was surprised. We were doing hotness ranks last night, Jill, and you were like, Scotty is hotter than Kirk. And I was like, really? I was surprised by that evaluation.
Well, what can I say? I like nerds. But, you know, Kirk is kind of a nerd, too, so I don't know.
What was it in Where No Man Has Gone Before? Where you know, Gary Lockwood. What's his name again? In the first episode, the pilot.
Gary
Mitchell?
Gary
but you mean
Mitchell.
his actual real name is Gary also, too. So,
and he's like, you were just a walking stack of books in those days. So you're right. Kirk was a nerd. Totes.
Yeah, he was. He was he was like a student teacher. He played by Gary Lockwood. Yeah, very good.
All right. So
Elkagel's here. He's my favorite. East needs to be sent back to the Phantom Zone.
Kegel.
Wah, 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 wah.
Let's see, do I have anything else?
He's the man.
Right. Did you guys know? Okay, so I haven't watched Black Mirror in a long time, like several years. Do any of you keep up with that?
Yeah, you know, well, I watched it pretty faithfully, and then it got to season 6, and then, I mean, of course, considering how dark it started, you know, but it's like, damn, it took a real bent on season 6.
Oh, did it?
I couldn't. I had to take a break from it. I haven't gone back. I know they're coming out with season 7.
Okay, then I have not seen season 6, but I'm interested because they're going to make a sequel to USS Callister, which of course the first one parodied Star Trek, and this one is going to be different.
Well, all I'm going to say is just brace yourself. It gets chunky and gory.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
That won't bother me.
Okay. No, I just now I am not. It's not like it shook me or traumatized me.
All night long.
It's just like
$5.
It's just like
that's like $3 American.
You walk into a room, and it's the same room you've been walking into for months and or years, and it's something completely different. You just say, "What the heck is that?"
Sounds like a nightmare.
So,
I hear news. Let's not implode the Democrats. Get them out of that submarine.
Yes, exactly.
And sort of reaching toward the future.
So that's basically it. Yeah, so just brace yourself. It
gets gory. Okay, all right.
Little ship, little.
His own videos. So that's the best part about Scotty sending a super chat. He can play his own movie.
So
sorry about that. One of my notifications was muted and it popped up.
Little ships. The wee little ships in the bottom.
Okay. It provided a comedy moment, so you're cool. Oh, no.
Affirmative.
Oh, Newt.
That's really cute.
That's the only reason I get to stick around these parts is because I pay $5 when my Supergirl video shows up.
Thank you so much. Oh, right. Show me your Supergirl.
Okay, phrasing.
Why did West Cable go away?
Well, I don't know.
Show me.
Show and tell.
Show us like one of your.
I gotta go get it. I don't have it. It's not in my back pocket.
We gotta leave soon, so we're
We
gonna
would
All
go
right,
to
I'll
the
go.
hotel
It's
to
like
open it up.
it's not like we'd be surprised if it was.
Well, come on. I like hot people doing amazing things. That's part of my jam.
Anyway, the whole story with the sequel to USS Callister is that it's going to be Star Wars based instead of Star Trek based.
Ah,
So that's the
okay.
story. Da, da, da.
That's weird.
It is weird. We'll
It's,
see what happens with that. I
That's
guess
weird, wild stuff.
it is. It is. Well, I actually stopped watching Black Mirror when they did that. Do you remember the Choose Your Own Adventure episode?
Yeah.
What was that? It was.
I mean, I think, and I'm not going to say anything about what happens in the episode, but I think they made the very first episode the way they did to kind of filter out the viewers who would watch long term from the people who are just like sticking their nose in to say, "Ooh, what's this?"
That's poor planning.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Yeah.
I didn't like that first episode. But
Oh
after
no,
that,
it was first
great.
episode was horrible, but if you watched if you stuck around and kept watching, then you were gonna keep watching. But if like you saw that and like, oh my god, I can't. Oh my god. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Just to
You know
help
what I'm
people.
saying? Yeah.
Their constitution.
I mean, if you turn into an episode and you see the turning the duh, I mean, you're either gonna run or you're gonna stay. I think they just wanted to like, say piss off to the people who are gonna run and keep the people who are gonna stay.
Well, the thing is with Black Mirror, there's 3 episodes in season 5. Then there's 1, 2, 7, 8.
I love.
And there's 5 episodes in season 6. So.
Yeah, I really like the social credit score one.
Yes, that was great. That was
Yeah.
great. It was great on Black Mirror. It was great on the Orville.
Yeah,
I love that.
Okay. I haven't seen the Orville one yet, but
Oh my god, that's my second favorite episode. I love New Dimensions the best, but most people agree that their Social Network episode is greatest of season 1. How far are you into season 1 for the Orville?
I got to the one where what's his name? Brutus.
Bortus
is just had his kid.
Oh, you're right at the beginning.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I have all 3 seasons, so I'm just now getting around to it.
Very
Kelvin,
cool. Yeah, take your time with it. Don't rush, because we don't know when we're going to get season 4.
Yep,
we're not.
We are. Seth MacFarlane said there will be more. There will be more.
I was thinking about this the other day, and I was like, I think that the Orville is going to be our Firefly.
No.
And that's
so no, I don't believe you.
Well, you don't have to. You can stick your fingers in your ears and hum.
Yay. I'll do that.
Yeah. It's a good time. Then you do that.
You can still say your opinion about it though.
Well, it's not
Crash.
like
it's
a matter of me not wanting to. Oh no, Crash.
Oh, he's getting fed up with this YouTube crashing all the time. Take care, everyone, and much love to you.
Take care, Franco.
He still likes us.
Take care.
It's just
love
this
you.
YouTube. Yeah, I love you, Franco. It's just the problem is with YouTube is they're letting this buggy code. I don't understand why Google is standing for this kind of incompetence. It's really unprofessional.
I'll say this. I think in some way, shape, or form that the coding and the algorithms have gotten so clunky and it basically been so overprogrammed, and Google is just so unwilling to like hack out bolts of it that it's just gotten unwieldy and almost.
But it's the thing. It's everything that all developers know. Just go back to the last working source code.
Yeah,
when was the last time?
I don't know.
YouTube was working. Go back to that.
I'm not a programmer, but it's like I'm more of a visual more of a 30,000 foot visual guy. I'm just thinking it's like, it seems to me, and I think the algorithm, it's like, how can they fix the algorithm? Well, maybe they can't. Like, maybe the algorithm has become so over programmed with, and it runs into logic blocks here and there, but it's like they try and fix.
Everywhere.
It's like a 1980s Jaguar. They fix one thing and three things break.
Well, I have an idea. I have an
They're
idea.
letting
But it's
the
not.
bugs pile up. Okay.
It's not
Go ahead.
popular.
What's your idea?
Please.
Is that there are certain, like, there are keywords, hashtags, and they tend to be negative, and people want to find out. They want to confirm why they dislike things, and they want to discover why they dislike those things. And I've done it. I've sought them out, and I've been like, oh yeah, that's why I didn't really like that. It's because of that piece of knowledge, and it's trivia. It's like movie trivia or storytelling trivia, and it
Why didn't
quirks
the story
something.
work? It's interesting.
It is interesting. It's very interesting but also it's because if you discover something that didn't work, you're like, oh, what else didn't work? And you get to go on to a crossword puzzle or a word search of your own. And you're like, what else? What else? And I'm involved with a bunch of channels who are, seeking out, what if it's not bad? And that doesn't connect. Like, I know one of the best channels, and I am very happy to be a part of it, but we're not sponsored because they don't have money. They're not even monetized. But like, Cinema Gulp is all, like, they just released a thing about Godzilla 98, and it was incredible. It's like, you know what? What if you look at Godzilla 98 with Matthew Broderick and just be like, this is a comedy. It's not a Godzilla movie. It's an Americanization of something that they were taking the intellectual property and they were transmuting it to just make a blockbuster. And that's it. And everything is just funny about it. And so if you look at it as a Godzilla movie, it sucks. But if you look at it as American comedy based on American blockbusters of the late 90s, it's a brilliant satire. Let's take everything that is popular. Let's just let's shove it in. Like, who cares? Are we going to rip off the Velociraptors? Let's rip them off. Who cares? And it's just, it is a, I don't know if anybody knows what Eastside Mario's is. It's an Eastside Mario's or an Olive Garden unlimited salad of just like, you want some more of this? And it's just hilarious. Great video. I can't believe he just does these at Cinema Gulp. And when he does them, that's a lot of fish. And the thing is that it's criminally underviewed. Like, it's ridiculous. Okay. It's ridiculous how little love.
A part of me is wondering what Tiger Stripes is wondering, but I do think I know where he's going with it. But I'm waiting for it to happen. What the heck is Scotty going on about?
I want to say, when you were saying that, I was thinking, have you ever seen the Robot Chicken take on Godzilla, like on Godzilla 98, where the Emmerichs go back and they say they want to make a sequel?
Godzilla 2?
Yeah.
Rennie is here.
Rennie is here, and she's requested. She's made a request,
and she deserves it. You know what? It would be better if you paid money, Rennie. But you're a wrench.
Sir, I know this may finish me as an acting ensign, but
shut up, Wesley.
Well, but you're talking about exploring bad bad storytelling, bad movies that somehow still are delightful.
Yeah.
And I think this
love
is
Godzilla's movies.
And I
So-
think somehow this is your preamble for your show and tell. Is this correct?
Oh,
No,
well,
I have
yes,
no show
bad
and tell.
storytelling. You gonna make me?
No.
Well, yeah. I was hoping I asked. Yeah, there we are. There's your Supergirl. You just got her.
Faye Dunaway, Peter O'Toole.
Peter
That's
Cook?
a good one.
Oh,
No, it's not. It's bad.
it is
That's
not-
why I
it is
think it's
not
good. It's corny.
It's the
Well,
little,
yeah.
the little. She's running after the little spinny thing.
Yeah.
Now and I love it. I love it so much because it's got the international cut.
Scotty, say you have to say
It's got the director's cut. And
Scotty.
one of the things that I really, really enjoy about getting classic DVDs, you can get your 4Ks, you can get your steel books and whatnot. I really like getting liner notes.
Yeah.
So this is the kind of jam. Also, is she there? Oh, I love Lucy Lane. She's cute. But there's there's Hart Bachner. Hart Bachner, obviously, he was the gentleman from Die Hard. Faye Dunaway, of course. Bonnie, everyone knows Bonnie. Helen Slater, of course. Kara Zor-El. But this lady is my soulmate. I don't know who she is, but I love her. Brenda Vaccaro as Bianca. She is sassy pants, exactly my size. Like this lady is so charming. So I'm a big fan. And then it goes on.
Scotty,
What?
I want to hear you say, "I love it so."
I love it so.
Thank you.
And then there's a fucking crossword. Are you kidding me? This is insane. There's games.
Wow.
Yeah, like this is anyway. I love liner notes in my physical media.
That's a total value add.
It is. And so yes, it's a terrible movie. It is not one of my favorites, and that is why I decided to get the extended cut. Because Warner Brothers wants to delete everything that I love, so I needed to get this.
Thank you, Scotty.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Yeah. Well, and it's I've only seen the trailer, but I can tell it's absolute cheese.
No, it's trash. It's trash.
It's garbage.
If you enjoyed it, if you enjoy inebriates,
it's garbage, but it has Faye Dunaway.
Well, Rennie says, Scotty, how do you like your new PM?
I've never met him, but I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I don't think anybody voted for him, did they?
No. Well, 135,000.
Blame Canada.
And that bitch Anne Murray too.
I love that movie. Oh, South Park.
They're not even a real country anyway.
It's so funny whenever anyone asks me what my favorite musical is. Like that is like South Park, Bigger, Longer, Uncut is my favorite musical.
Amazing.
That was the Oscar-winning song.
I love that movie. I love anything. I like anything uncensored. I hate censorship.
Yeah,
I believe it's a slippery slope to a tyranny, and
absolutely.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate when they try to change history like that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
1984 stuff.
especially when they change something that you've purchased. I've seen this before. You purchase a game or a movie online, so it's not, you don't have the physical copy, and then they go in and change that digital copy that you have. I'm like, I bought it already. You can't change it now.
Yeah, I mean, I know we're not supposed to be getting political, but
This is okay.
There are places in the first world where you can now get into trouble for a social media post.
Yeah,
because you've heard someone else's
insanity.
Yeah,
That's unfathomable.
I mean, in England, the country that gave us the Magna Carta and parliamentary democracy. Anyway.
Oh, Broku's heading out. Broku's heading out. Enjoy the rest of the stream, everyone. Enjoy your weekend. And always remember, this is the way.
This
Broku,
is the way.
Take care, Brogu.
See you, Brogu.
You know, that reminds me, there's a channel on YouTube called Oral Knots. It's like AURALNAUTS, like audio.
No, I've been watching the wrong one.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, they have, what they do is they recut. They've recut a bunch of the Star Wars movies and some of the TV shows, and what they also have done is they redubbed the voices. Like they have voice actors come in and do them, and it's just hilarious because they just rip the piss out of them with comedy. And for example, the whole thing in the Phantom Menace is that, you know, the Jedis are these drunk party animals. So Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi go there and they trash Larry the redneck 3PO replica, and they leave and they don't pay their bill, and that's what starts everything. Anyway, it's just I really recommend them. It's really funny. It's really well done.
I just have to circle back for one brief second because I forgot about showing the best part. It's on the backside.
Oh, please.
So, Jill, if you can make me big again.
Wait, let me say one thing. Scotty R37, Ine Chuck.
Don't know what that is.
Apache man. Anyway, sorry.
No.
Joke. Go ahead.
I'm Krypton. So, when having a conversation with Stone Racket on the other day, I found out that this is a limited edition of 50,000 pressings, and I was like, "Well, I don't care. I'm just glad I got one of them." And he was like, "Oh no, you got to check it out. You got to see what pressing you have."
Mm-hmm.
I believe he showed me his 40,000-ish pressing. And I was like, oh, that's cool.
Wow.
That's a good number.
Nice.
3,289.
I just have to say, is that a pressing issue?
Well, you know,
yes.
No, that was funny. But ish.
I'll take ish. I'll take ish. Ish.
Very nice.
Anyway, we're about Brogu's leaving. Yes, we said goodbye to Brogu.
Are we all leaving?
Well, we're all leaving. Yes, but I want to hear. I want for Jedi Master 2022 to give us any topic he likes, and then close out by telling us what he's up to on the internet and what he wants to do next. I'll bring you into the conversation more the more I have you on.
No, it's okay. I'm listening and learning, and I like listening, and I'm new to this, so this is like a learning curve for me, being on a panel and being more calm. Because when I went up and went on Doomcock that night, I crashed and burned because my nerves just consumed me, where I couldn't even control the to share stuff. So I'm learning, and
you were on Pop Culture Breakdown.
Yeah,
week?
one night. It was a long time. It was about
a
month ago, and a couple months. And it was about to talk about Lost in Space, and I wasn't saying I was not prepared, but my nerves, I cracked under pressure, kind of. But it's a learning. Like I like to sit back and listen to Scotty, you, and everybody in your subject matter and everything, and I'm learning because I'm not big into Star Trek as much as y'all, but I love the classics. I love the movies up until 2005. The last two. I actually
you
love
like
First Contact.
you like
I liked First
okay.
Contact.
I like First Contact too. I want to
I
say goodbye
really,
to Penny.
really.
Bye, Penny.
Bye,
Bye,
Penny.
Penny.
And
Good luck.
no, but
Penny
I
doesn't
lost
like
this thing.
Supergirl.
I like
I
B
haven't
movies
seen it.
too.
I probably won't like it.
No, you won't.
And
It's great.
I consider Supergirl kind of like a B movie in some aspects. It is like I like the old Ray Harryhausen's and my Forbidden Planet collection. Now that you were showing stuff, Scotty, I wanted to break out one of my favorite little things from my pop culture collection. Is one of my favorite movies is Forbidden Planet.
I love Forbidden Planet.
Yes.
It's the very first Star Trek pilot. You're making a lot of background noise, Max.
Oh, sorry. No, that was me. That's my keyboard. Apologies.
Anyways, my
Okay,
Forbidden
it's okay. Just
Planet
landing
metal box set is very nice. It comes with my own Robbie the Robot, Robert Kinoshita's creation.
Gosh, that is so cool.
And the outside is so detailed.
That is.
Altair.
I'm going to be
You know,
crude
it's
for a
got
second
the-
and say that's the tits.
Yeah, that's acceptable. That is acceptable time for that.
And
Thank you.
it's got a nice sleeve over it. And you got lobby cards that come with this that are stunning. I've watched this. They come with the lobby cards. Great artwork, highly detailed. And I'll just leave that at that. And then it comes with two movies, The Invisible Boy and The Forbidden Planet. And it comes in this DVD box container right here. And of course, Leslie Nielsen.
Very cool.
I
If you're
simply
laughing at
love
something,
this.
Scotty, you have to share
The
with the class.
Tempest.
I am
Based upon
sharing.
The Tempest.
Gavin Blackburn in the chat says, but does it come with 60 gallons of the real stuff? I was just looking for that clip, Gavin. You called me out.
Wait, what's that?
That is
what's that
such a
from?
good movie, and I'd love it. Do you guys reviewed it ever? Have
What's
you guys
that?
ever
Oh, yeah.
done anything on it?
Wait, what
Yes,
movie
we
is that
do.
from? What movie is that from?
Great. Earth versus the Flying Saucers is another one of my favorites.
Well, no, this
Both-
one, this particular quote that we're referencing on the screen
Yeah.
with Gavin.
Yeah,
is,
is
but
referring
does it
to
come
what
with
Robbie
60
made.
gallons of the real stuff? Is Robbie the
made
robot?
up for that.
Oh,
makes-
okay.
He makes gallons and gallons of bourbon.
Oh,
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
no,
Robbie
no,
synthesizes it.
I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah,
episode.
Robbie is essentially a replicator.
No, I
Yeah.
Yeah.
remember that episode.
It was a movie, you monkey.
Bob
Okay, I
Kinoshita
remember that
built
movie.
both of
Okay.
those robots.
I remember watching it during a watch party.
All right. Oh, that's how you pay it. Oh, it reminds me of David Lynch, and it's like I can't imagine the travesty of watching a film on your fucking phone. If you're watching a movie for the first time with a bunch of people talking over it, first thing, shame. And second thing, you need a bigger screen.
Well, number one, I watched it on my computer. Number two, no one talked
That's
over
a small screen.
it. Oh, God.
Yeah, no, you would
I'm
pray
not-
for your
I'm-
God
It's
for
okay.
a bigger
It's okay if-
screen.
It's okay if somebody's first introduction to a movie is during a watch party. I
Never
first saw Colossus because of a watch party, and I'm so glad I did.
I'm
Watch
sorry that
parties are
I'm sorry that my life doesn't
Yeah.
meet up to your standards. I'll introduce you to my
yeah,
sister. and you'll
Accept
get
your
married.
apology. Let's move on.
Scotty,
Y'all,
why are you being so dramatic about people watching?
Because
movies
I remember David
in a way
Lynch and I
you
got
don't
upset.
like? Oh no, we
Y'all-
didn't watch the movie the right way.
Yeah, and that's a thing.
Okay. Well,
God,
what were
what-
we gonna
Y'all-
say, Jedi Master?
Y'all remember the Forbin Project
Yes, of
in
course.
Colossus?
Yes, that's
the
what I-
gentleman that played Dr. Hessline. My wife knows him from his soap opera name, Dr. Hessline in Escape from the Planet of the Apes. Which another thing I'd like to do a week of too on my channel eventually is I'm going to cover not just Lost in Space. I've got so many B movies and everything like that.
He's gonna be in Niagara Falls, Canada, like at the end of May, beginning of June. Like he's gonna be around. I could go see him.
Go see him then. Okay.
Well, everyone should subscribe to my Patreon and make sure that I can do my little field trips.
Yes.
Also, by the way, I don't have a Patreon.
I was upset. Marta Krista was in Massachusetts, where I used to live, and she went out there East Coast to see everybody. And I got pictures on my on Facebook from all my M gases.
Yeah, you have a lot of great slideshows of your visits with people important to you and pop culture and Lost in Space. That's good stuff.
Yeah, Mark Goddard was a real good friend of mine. Like I said, I have a casual, like back and forth with Bill Mummy on Facebook, about talk music. He shares his family with me, and I show him the respect. I asked him permission before I went on Doomcock if I could talk about him a little bit. And I'm not as close to him because they live out in the West Coast. And if they were like around more, I would see them more. But Mark lived right near us. I mean, literally, we were in Marshfield and Plymouth, Mass. He was in Duxbury, and that's like a stone throw away. And I still keep in touch with his wife. Now that he has passed us, he passed away in 2023, October 10th. And I still, I keep in touch, send Christmas cards to his wife, and I talked with his children on Facebook, and we have an appreciation society there where we all gather. And I'm going to be having these guys come on my channel. I've already got one interview lined up, but not an exact date yet, with a guy that was even closer to me than Mark and in the cast than I was, and he's become a good friend of mine. We went to we were at that 2018 Comic-Con together. His name's Perry Covers. He's a wonderful human being, and he's become a very good friend of mine through the M gases and everything. And Mark was such a kind guy. If you have ever get to know him, I had a couple cold beers with him on his birthday and listened to him talk about working with Liza Minnelli and all his career, and Johnny Ringo as Cully and Peter Ballard on the Detectives and being on the Virginian, and so many on Perry Mason and his soap opera work. He said, I played a very bad man on my soap operas and General Hospital and what have you. But he is just salt of the earth, one of the kindest hearts, and to be there at his 82nd birthday, to be part of that, was like a day that I'll never ever forget as long as I live.
It seems like you were like you were family.
Blew up.
I feel blessed.
And here's the clip that I was distracted getting.
You're the most understanding soul I ever met up with.
That's so good.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna be the first person to dip into the briny cold. I'm going to be like Jack from Titanic. You're not gonna let me on your door, and so I'm just gonna fall into the depths.
I've got to go.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, but that's why I'm going. Isn't it? Well, so I'll see you guys in the future. Thank you so much. It's not anything you had to say. I love you all. Hugs and kisses.
No, but I have to go too.
I know. So you say goodbye to everyone else without me interrupting.
Okay.
Right?
So,
no, I guess so. I like some.
Can I show one thing before I go?
Affirmative.
Affirmative.
Delightful.
Show one thing before Scotty leaves. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. That's West Cagle.
Hold on. No.
Where's
what?
It? Here it is.
Where's this?
All right. Fireworks.
Nice. Wow.
Oh, wow.
I apologized on several occasions.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! Wonderful. Thank you.
So
Why did you apologize? Was there something to apologize for?
Scotty said he apologized, then he left. He
Okay,
apologized
well,
and he jumped off.
You're
What a
not
man.
forgiven. What a terrible exit. I will never forgive you. Check out Scotty R37 at the Phantasmagorium. Follow him on X if you like some irreverent, funny humor. And oh yeah, thank you for the super chat, Scotty, today. And check him out on Cinema Gulp. Sometimes he shows up on Trev Retro. In fact, that might be why he's dashing. Because he's going from this show to that. Oh no, wait, Trev Retro doesn't stream on Friday anymore. He's streaming on Wednesday. I forgot. No, I guess he's dashing for some other reason. And because he needs to go out into the cold, and I'm supposed to take that $5 and buy him stuff with it. I think that was it. And Gavin Blackburn wants me to play the clip.
Dashing through the streams, looking for She-Hulk.
Okay, that's it.
Thank heavens he's gone.
I love that. That's from when they're looking for the little skull treasure of the lost planet.
It was not serious, Scotty. Okay, Danger Man reviews. Speaking of people who have great Friday streams, check him out. Hopefully the bot didn't play your link, but I'll have that set up for next time you show up. It is set up to play if your friend shows up because Zell's been here and my bot's brand new, so it doesn't know everybody yet. So got to know you today, and I can put your
fancy.
Link.
She's got a new bot.
I got a new bot. I like it. And I need to teach it more tricks, though.
Hooray.
Well,
Thank you, Wes.
For whatever reason.
Thank
Rest
you,
in
Wes.
peace, Scotty R37. That reminds me of Kronos. That's what Kronos does. When
Adios,
somebody
amigos.
leaves, he says rest in peace. He needs booze and weed. Well, I thought you bought beer already.
Yeah, he's already out.
He's already out. Wow, that was fast. That was fast.
Scotty,
You better
I
be
hit off
walking
my ball
around.
for you right now. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, no, that's okay. You better be walking around doing nothing to Rennie L. Oh. Oh no, I don't want commands. I want users. I'm looking for your link, UK Danger Man. So whenever your
Link-
friend
link
Zell shows up in the
this.
chat. Uh-oh.
Is that
That's
you?
my alarm that says I better go.
Okay.
So
Well,
let me
I
grab
have
this.
nothing more to
I need
say.
to grab this link though. Here's the link for you. Subscribe to UK Danger Man reviews and check him out today. He's streaming about something. What's the subject today? Oh no, Scotty R37 is referencing that song by Rebecca Black. Gotta get down on Friday. I will not be singing it. But what I will be doing is asking Jedi Master 2022 to finish to tell us what he wants to promote and see what's going on with you.
You got it. Basically gonna continue with building my channel. I'm up to 29 subscribers. My goal is probably to get to 100, 150 down the road. Not a big deal. I'm in it for the passion. This is like my channel is gonna represent my my childhood, what I've loved, my passions in science fiction and Lost in Space. That I'm gonna cover a lot, but I'm gonna cover a lot of other things too. And I would love to have you all come join. And Tony, if you're still here, I'd like you to be part of that too when we get going. I got these interviews coming up, Jill, and I'm going to have more people on, and I'd like you to be part of that on the panels when they come if you have any questions you'd ever want to ask. And I really love what you do here too. And everybody, Scotty R, and the whole panel, Wes Kegel, my the other gentleman with the baseball. I keep forgetting your first name because I
Max
short
Redstone.
Mr.
It's
Redstone, do you have a link and everything? I don't know if I
Uh,
follow you or you follow me. but
Hold
I'd like to
on.
follow you, sir. And everybody else, come find me at the Jedi Masters 2022's Lost in Space and Sci-Fi Classic Sci-Fi channel. And like I said, once I get rolling, I'm hopefully going to start doing that on Monday. You know, doing a quick hour stream on Mondays and doing that episode and going through an episode a week. And
Well, that sounds
from there.
fun.
Okay, thank you very
a
much.
friend
I know
of
you
ours,
gotta
a friend of
bounce.
ours, a friend of ours was doing that, and some of us wanted to continue it, but nobody could host it, and so it's just so serendipitous that you've shown up to carry us through, and you have such passion for it and know the actors. It's going to be a different show, but it's going to be a really amazing show. I can tell, and thank you.
And I want you all part of it.
And I don't think anybody else really has a channel. Max, you kind of have a channel, but you haven't done
I put the
much.
link. I need to do more on it, but anyway.
Yeah, do
I
you
already
have any updates on that?
Maybe in about
I'll get you
2 or 3 weeks. I'm just I right now. Well, basically, I have an art fair that I'm going to be exhibiting my work for the first time in May, and so right now I give myself like 2 more weeks to get together the work that I'm going to be doing. So I've been putting most of my effort into that.
Okay, so I'll get the bot to post
thank
your
you.
link.
But I put my link in the private chat.
Yeah,
So.
I also put it in myself. There it is.
Thank you.
Yeah. Will you be putting stuff from your show, your art show?
Yeah,
on your
I'll
channel?
figure. You know what? I will figure out something. Like right now, like I said, I'm spending the next week and a half, 2 weeks to get everything together, and then the next 5 weeks is like the physical printing and everything else. Cool. It's like a really big. It's a big thing for me. It's like my first time I've ever put my work out for sale or exhibition.
Yay.
So that's what I'm doing.
That's exciting. You got your friends coming over.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like it's like 1 block over from our new from my synagogue's new building. So yeah.
Oh, good. Okay, so you're gonna have support. Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, that's exciting. Come back at least one last time to heartily recommend R.L. Knott's Go to Sleep, Baby Yoda. It's a masterpiece. Thank you, Tiger.
Someone else likes the oral nuts.
Oh, okay. There you go. You gotta. Okay, I guess I have to check it out if Tiger Stripe says it's good.
Check it out.
I actually liked Greek Letters Larson's closing. Okay, show's over, folks. Tune in next week when Canadian Spider-Man will try to enter USA through the Mexican borders without his passport.
Canadian Spider-Man begins a 6-year journey through customs and border protection on the next.
Yep.
That'll
be fun. I have a blurred out Greek.
Yeah,
it's just
I feel like that's actually going to happen. He's supposed to stream today, but hasn't posted. I thought he was streaming yesterday, but then he only streamed for like a minute, and then it just disintegrated, and it didn't.
Say what you say about say what now.
Say what now? Get busy living or get busy dying.
Just dying.
So, with that, I'll leave you guys. I hope I don't want to go, but this has been such a good Friday. I appreciate you all. Thank you to Scotty R37, Tony from Stark of Iron, Max Redstone, Jedi Master 2022, Wes Cagle, Watcher X. That's everybody who on the panel today, right?
You got it.
Thank you for having me, Jill. Thank you guys for
welcome.
making me party a little. I really appreciate it. I love doing this. I love talking what you guys talk about.
Well, I'm always surprised when there are people out there who want to talk to me. So it's just a good day when that happens. And I'm glad you're here.
Thank you very much.
And also thanks to the chat. Thanks to Tiger Stripes, Old Man Bird, James Caserta, DJ Knight, Wes Cagle, and Greek Letters Larson. I had some of them written down, but then I forgot to keep writing things down. There was also Grogu, Matt G, Rennie L, Naladoc was wanted to show up today. He couldn't, but he did leave me messages at the beginning. Sigvaldison wants that button pushed. Franco Walker, Gap After Dark, Nim Nim Nim, Lemon Pie, and our new friend Assimilating Knowledge, Booger 414, Sentai Ranger Donnie, Wes Cagle, John the Beagle Dad, the Trek Reviewer, UK Danger Man Reviews, the Comic Relief Crusader, Watcher X, Mr. Miles, happy birthday again! Happy birthday, Mr. Miles. I can't. I'll work on that for next year. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for the live stream, Jill. Take care, everyone. Says Tiger Strikes, and I think that's most of them. Well, I'm sorry, I'm sure I didn't get everybody. I'm sure I missed somebody.
I think it's time for going to bed.
It is. Oh, are you taking a nap, Max?
No, I'm just saying. Thinks about that.
Are you requesting that song in particular?
No, I'm just trying to usher you out because I know you have stuff to do.
An ode to anti-derivative Jill. Oh. DJ Knight says she's popular on YouTube and she loves explaining things about sci-fi and she's lucky to have a daughter. I don't just have a daughter; I have a son too. And wow. I am very thankful for my life. It's good time.
My youngest turned 27 yesterday, Jill.
Oh, happy birthday!
Yeah, I put it in the private chat because I didn't want to. I didn't want to, when you guys were into, I just keep that set out. Okay. But
so we started a lot of conversations, and we're going to continue. Oh yes, happy birthday to her! We're going to continue more conversations later. I can't wait to see you guys next time, and I'll see you around the internet. Bye now.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
And the ways our differences combine to create meaning and beauty.
It has always been easier to destroy than to create.
May we together become greater than the sum of both of us.
Well, now you have something new to think about. Carry on.
Going to bed. Gotta turn off the lights. Hey, there's TV. Gotta turn off the power. Hey, turning off things. Yeah, it's time for bed. So now, where's the sleepy place? It is upstairs, but I gotta make sure the door is locked, and now it's time for bed. Baxter, he's on the couch. He wonders why I'm singing. I'm going upstairs, and Baxter's coming with me. Just found a little poop. Gonna pick it up with my fingers and throw it in the toilet. Baxter is not to blame. Hey, buddy, you coming up? He's looking at me like I'm a crazy person. Come on, it's bedtime. Anyway, that's my song.
We don't have to be mean, because remember, no matter where you go, there you are.